off that, and then the grand final just turned into
what a day.
One of the all-time games. It's a Melbourne Bowl coming back there to a very good home for them.
Yep,
So
good start on this.
Pretty good
this
head.
end.
And any jack movement's okay for them if he's slightly over this draw.
I think he'd be looking for that, wouldn't he?
Yeah, that's what I'd be looking at. Curtis Hanley. Looks to get inside that bowl, sits it clean, probably adds another, if not very close. So it's all Melbourne in that head at the moment. And Sean Ingham, all the way from Broadbeach, he's going to need to find something here. So Matty Lowell's picked up a couple next door. So 3 apiece after 4 there against Ryan Bester.
Oh, it's a lot better now for Melbourne, Jimmy.
It's got a blinking light on it, which is one of my sayings when it's an easy head to hit. Aaron Sheriff, I'd back him almost every day to hit at least 1 or 2 of them bowls out of the head with weight.
Yeah, jack back.
They got the back bowl, so I think that's what we're going to see. It's probably our first, well, it's our first of aggressive shot of this game so far on M5, if he does it.
Just a bit overweight.
Yeah, not as hard as I thought he'd whack it. He's not even whacking it.
No.
What do we know?
Just on draw. A little bit over. Oh, what a bowl.
Aaron Sheriff, stop it. That shows while
Yeah,
we're
well,
sitting
he's
in
not
here, and
whacking
it shows while we're sitting in here, and he's out there skipping this rink because he's dumbfounded us, and he's almost
He's
made
changed it beautifully.
It's a terrific shot.
Spur is like, oh, what do I do now?
Expect to see a few of big bowls from him, though. Loves an occasion. Loves playing against players of this calibre. Probably in his own mind sees himself in this sort of elite bracket.
Yep.
Loves being on a camera too. Don't think that's going to get back down.
Was he looking to get onto Spike's bowl?
Yeah, that sort of the 2 blues at the front, the darker and the lighter. I think that's where he's trying to get to make something happen through there. We can't see the jack from the camera angle. So Omar changes his hand now. How's he gone? He's trying to get through the white.
Oh, he likes it.
Wow!
What a bowl!
Wow.
You can see the jack now.
That is
That's great.
2 bowls in a row, 2 absolute crackers.
Oh, he's got to play the similar shot to get Spike's bowl onto the jack.
I kind of had 2 questions in my mind, thinking coming down with him and Ryan and playing here tonight and Sean. One, they're going to be right with the cold and the rain, but I guess they've had that much cold and rain up in Gold Coast. I think they're just used to it now. And 2, sort of, how do they adjust playing probably for the first time in a long time for a few of them in Melbourne Premier League. But, yeah, no flaws on any of them so far. Straight into it.
Well, we're seeing a bit of weight now, Jimmy.
Right, big bowl from Brett Spur.
How's he looking?
Oh, he gets the shot. He manufactures the shot out of that.
Oh,
Bit of a
nearly
fist
3.
pump. Bit of a fist pump from Brett Spur there. It all happened. The 2-shot bowls.
Oh.
It was that second hit of the. Well, it was that hit of the jack with his bowl coming through there. He manages to manufacture something
I reckon it's 3.
from nothing.
Yeah, Razors clapping.
4. He's just given 4 fingers,
Really?
he reckons there, yeah. That's a very early game changer from Brett Spur.
It was 2 great bowls from Sheriff, wasn't it?
Oh, I told you you'd see some big bowls from Spur. I mean, he got exceptionally lucky with the result of that, but he hit what he wanted to hit.
It is 4.
It is 4.
Wow.
Wow. Wow.
And a bit of a chat about the jack length now.
And I'll give you some other news on the traps here, Matty.
Yeah.
Bryce Young, J-By Norris, was 3-0 to J-By after 3. It's now 6-3 to Bryce Young after 4. So 6 for Melbourne over there. So just as I was sort of saying, they're out to a great start. 10 shots back for Melbourne. What a game we have lined up tonight.
I think it's only round 1, Jimmy.
There was some... I could tell from the comments on the post the last couple of days announcing the rinks, there was some excitement across, not just Victoria, but across the country for this game in particular. We've obviously got these elite players in the Deer Park side, Mark Casey, Nathan Bush, Ryan Bester, Aaron Sheriff, Ryan Tatum, Chris Ball, like a sensational side going up against Melbourne, who unchanged for almost 3 years, probably just one of the best sides in bowls.
Yep.
So it's... just a fantastic advert for our sport, and particularly in Victoria, this type of game. You could sense that excitement out there as well.
Oh, it's just so great to see our sport, being showcased on a Friday night.
It's we mentioned earlier, we're commentating inside. It's for the best because it doesn't look that warm out there, and sitting down still is not great. But what we do miss being outside is that brass picking up that 6 a few rinks over. We probably missed that noise from that rink because I'm imagining it wasn't quiet unless he didn't mean it. But to presume he did. It's Tommy Hicks. Can he grab it?
He's on
just
it.
Chins it. Shows you anything can happen in this game, mate. 10 shots in 2 ends, and the game's right back to 1 shot in it.
Well, this is a good lay bowl here from Spike.
I think that's a lesson as well, Matty, for anyone out there who's watching this level of bowls for the first time or looking to learn something from watching this level of bowls is the heads don't drop. They play and play, and
Yep.
even though you've had a slow start on your first game of the season, they're still just plugging away, letting things happen, and something people can learn out there.
Well, Spurry obviously committed to that shot, knew what he was going to play, and committed, and got the result.
Yeah. Good evening, Trapper. I hope you're well, mate. Up in Bendigo, I know there's a fair bit of flooding happening up there. Seen some pictures of some clubs, so if there's anyone out there who's at one of them clubs that have been flooded anywhere across the state, get in touch with us Monday if you need any assistance at Bowls Vic. Give us a call, give me an email, whatever. Send us a message on Facebook. Happy to give you assistance we can, and we just hope everyone's well and properties sort of bounce back and greens are okay.
Great
At the
bowl.
end of it, yeah. Top ball from Chris. Late inclusion in for Kobe Cromie in this rink, and he's not really missed a beat so far, has he? He's been right in the game.
He's bowling too well for about 3 years into the sport.
Any double up here. Anything inside that bowler raise is good. You can see
doubled up.
Sean Ingham just willing it in there.
Well, it's an opportunity for him, isn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Late inclusion. Plays well, gets the spot next week.
Oof, it'd be tough keeping Tim and Kobe out. 2 great players. Kobe, young and upcoming, but dominates. And the old man, Tim, is probably the best of the 3 of them, but don't tell the kids that.
I'd love to tell the kids that. I had the pleasure of coaching Kobe not long ago in the School Sport Australia Championships. Unfortunately, he got gastro on the second day and didn't turn up. his good mate
Curtis
Oscar.
Hanley off that bowl. Just gets a rub of the jack. Still one down. Yeah, I heard you cooked dinner that night, didn't you?
I did not cook dinner. Oscar, our good mate Oscar Jones. Wasn't surprised.
He cooked dinner.
No, they're connected at the hip, those two, Oscar and Kobe. Oscar had gastro and passed it on to his good mate. Great bowl there by Nugget. Oh, great bowl there by Curtis. You missed a cracker there by Curtis.
Why is it every time I have to talk to someone off, something happens?
That was perfect weight by Curtis. Disturbed the head.
Good evening, Paul. Shame I wasn't there on Tuesday, I hear, mate, to call your game in midweek Pennant. I'll let you get some gloating out for that one, mate. All right, so 1 to Melbourne. You can see where Curtis just pointed to for Brett Spur. He thinks that's where the jack's going to go with a tap. Ryan Tatum picks another one up against Ben Fern, so he's 6-2 now after 4 ends. And Ryan Bester picks one back up against Matty Alol for 4-3 after 5. Right, did he put it where Kurt wanted it? No.
It's pretty close. Just lacking a mat.
And that Bryce Young rink, Matty, worth 3-0 down.
Oh, now 9-3.
Now 9-3. So 6 and a 3 in quick succession for Bryce Young and his crew. What's happened there?
Well, Nugget reckons Sheriff's got it.
Well, I think Sheriff's got the back toucher there from the angle we are. We're about 10 feet away from there, dear, in the manager's office at Melbourne. So I reckon he's just manufactured shot there. But Curtis is asking him to draw there again.
They're cautious about what Sheriff's going to do with his next.
I reckon they still...
He's added that mat.
I reckon they think they've got shot. See if I can get one of the players' attention to get a signal.
Well, is he looking to get onto Curtis's bowl just to get that jack back a little bit? Because it nearly becomes 3. They're interested.
Why wouldn't you be? As soon as he lets go as a bowl, I'd be interested.
I think he's got it. I think he's.
Aaron Sheriff makes a number for Deer Park. Look at that celebration as well. He's thrilled with that. What a bowl. Jack goes back. He's made 3, 4 maybe. 3. 3 the signal from Sean Ingham. So the skip's trading blows here in this live stream rink. Spurry picking a 4 up last end. And Aaron Sheriff, not to be undone, plays an absolute
exactly
bomb.
What he needed to hit.
And changes that one. So they now lead 10-6. Terrific start to this Premier League season so far here. We knew it was going to be good. We knew this game wasn't going to disappoint tonight. So far, we're being treated to a bit of an exhibition, Matty.
Yeah. 2 great skips going at it.
Just 2 good teams. I mean, and 2 teams in very different circumstances or situations where Deer Parker got some almost half a new side from last season.
Yeah.
Whereas Melbourne's exactly the same unit that finished at grand final last year. 1 player different or 2 players different from the year before.
But as you mentioned earlier, Melbourne been playing together for a long time, so...
Oh, that helps. I mean, there's not many clubs across the country that would say that they can field the same unit that finished and won a flag to the start of the next season. There's Tommy Hicks. There's that's pretty good lead bowling, one-on-one behind, is the saying. Good evening, Mr. Brian Sheehan. It was indeed a humdinger, that one. An absolute one.
I wonder if City have started their campaign yet.
Yeah.
City Memorial we're talking about.
State Pennant stalwarts they are. Always winning it down there is Jared Boyd. Finds the bowl he probably needs there. It's a good effort by him. Good second shot. Spoke about that earlier, building the heads, getting bowls around, giving yourselves options. You don't want to leave a player of Aaron Sheriff or Sean Ingham's calibre to pick a bowl out ahead, because they'll get it. Looks like Matty Lowell's grabbed a 2 next door. So we're trading shots for shots at the moment across the rink.
Shot.
Oh,
nearly got a race.
He does, Jesse Spock, the crab. Yeah.
Stalks it, doesn't he?
I've told this story about him a few times on live stream, but I'll tell it again in case anyone's not heard it. I played in a rink with him. He was lead, I was second in the trial end at Deer Park, funny enough. It was one of them niggly games. It's one of them games where everyone was in a bit of a funny mood, and I said to him, just as I was handing him his last bowl of his second trial end, I said, mate, you got to fire up for this one. You got to get so pumped. I was like, we're here to win today. Come on, it's going to get us in the 4. Let's go. And he sent his bowl down, his last bowl of the trial end, and chased it, and then went, come on, then. I fired him so up. He's a good kid.
Well, looks like he's continued it.
Good evening, Pidge. National champion. Well done, mate. Terrific result, winning the triples gold up at...
Right, didn't see that,
Broadbeach a couple of days ago with Winnie and some bloke I forget. Can't remember your other bloke, mate.
I'm sure Nino will remember that.
It's all right, Nino's... he'll never forget it. He'll never let anyone else forget it.
What a great effort. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, terrific.
Fantastic.
Balls are awesome.
They were amazing in State Champs Week.
Then we doubled up last night, mate, with the 4s.
We're on fire.
Yeah, Ant Flapper, Paul Williamson.
Well, that does not surprise me, because that 4 was they were amazing the whole State Champs Week.
Yeah, Brad Willoughby and Jordan Yates, superb rink.
Yep.
I actually haven't watched it. I was first time. My partner was out last night, so
right.
Me
you weren't looking after the.
Yeah,
Florence,
I was fully in.
Oh no!
I did the bottle feed and everything last night. Put it to bed. It all went real smooth, so I didn't get a chance to watch the bowls.
Sure, it did. It went smooth.
It did. But everyone was talking about Ant Flapper's last 2 ends.
Yeah,
apparently he's played 4
in.
unreal bowls. That's all I heard in the office today.
He was amazing in State Champs Week.
I don't know where Lukey is, T-Bone. The flags are up, mate, so he must be knocking around somewhere. How good are the new uniforms, mate? He's not here. Lukey's not here. Okay, just wide there. So we spoke earlier a few times, Matty, about leaving 1 bowl in the head.
Yep.
There's only 1 bowl in the head for Deer Park here.
Definitely needs a friend here. I'm sure Omar's going to deliver.
Ooh. Oh, there's an opportunity for Brett Spur to pile some pressure on now.
Well, he can only really do it one way, though.
I think he'll be looking at landing that last bowl of sparks and tipping it out, pushing it out the head. It'll be interesting to see what weight he plays out. Good evening, Gussie. Hope you are, mate. You'll be on the mark next week. Chris Ball, Richmond MCC.
Right.
You pretty much live at Richmond, Gus, and you used to play for MCC for 100 years, so you should know exactly what's going on next week. And Chris Ball's Just an expert commentator.
Isn't he?
He's
Gave me all the
sensational.
info tonight. I was struggling.
Evening, Nels. About 13, we reckon. I thought he might go with weight here. How'd he go?
I can't see it.
Oh, just under. Brad caught napping on the cameras there next door. About 13, Nels. You expect it to slow down as the night comes in. Obviously, we had a dump of rain, so 13 was probably a good place to start from. Cloud's still going there. You can see the Premiership flag from last year. And the boys in the new uniform from Melbourne and the guys from Deer Park as well. Chapel Street just behind us. Where else would you rather be on a Friday night? Hall of Famer standing outside our commentary booth there, Arnie O'Brien, former state and national selector, I'm pretty sure, at one stage.
Still playing too, isn't he, Jimmy?
Yeah, he's still skipping. Was in Div 1 last year.
I might get him next week.
Yeah, you might. Just missing. Oh, Brett Spur will go again out.
Yep.
He's a few down. If just
well, if he gets onto spike and shoot the bowl out there,
that's what
as
he's
you
trying.
said, that was the one bowl.
Yeah, that's what he's trying.
So not so much weight.
Yeah. Is he going to drop?
He's in
from
good
there?
area.
Is he going to drop from there?
No.
So on the Deer Park to have a bit of a calmer end this time around. The last two have finished with a massive bang. So a bit of a calmer finish there. Can't quite see what Matty Lowell has picked up next door because the scoreboard's blank. You can see it there on the camera. It's just 4-0. 100%, Danny. We spoke about the likes of having Aaron Sheriff, Sean Ingham here. You can see him about to spot the jack, and Ryan Bester coming down. Pandora, we've got Gary Kelly, Corey Wedlock and Aaron Tees as well. Barry Lester playing for Richmond this year.
Really?
Yep, signed up for Richmond. He'll be making his debut for them tomorrow.
No way, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. Oh, you're 5 minutes behind you are.
Oh, no.
I'm trying to think who else has come through in the last few days. I've been running around doing permits left, right and centre for people. And Amanda also. She's
done an amazing job.
She's worked really hard to get things over the line. Greg McLaughlin from Scotland. He plays in Pine Rivers. He's coming down to play for Fitzroy Victoria. He's their marquee player. Altona have, of course, got Ben Twist, Dave Ferguson and Nick Cahill. I think they've just got Nick Cahill playing for them tonight over at Mentone. Mentone have got Mickey Clark from New South Wales coming down. Yeah, he was snuck under the radar, Danny, did Barry. To be honest, I had a text about it a week ago Friday. I
heard some rumours Tuesday night that they were
getting someone.
They were going to, sign someone.
I had a text about it, and I sort of went. It was one of them where I thought I'll wait and see the paperwork come through before I'm convinced. And sure enough, Monday it came through. He's playing about 10, 11 games, I reckon. So he's getting over half a season. So it's terrific. Yeah, Brandon. Metro Pennant kicks off tomorrow. So everyone's looking forward to it. So hopefully it's the last of the rain. I'm pretty sure it is. I was going to work out how to get home tonight. That's my only issue now.
I'm sure you can always stay here, Jimmy.
There's
a room for you.
I'm also stitched up because, although I might not look it, I'm a bit of a runner, and I always run down the Maribyrnong River on a Saturday morning. It's my spot to go. I'll be doing a triathlon down there. I'll be trying to roll through.
We'll get your kayak out.
Yeah.
Got some tunes going too, Jimmy, I can see on the side. Big jukebox going.
You can see music. You're a special.
The jukebox is going.
Chris going a good home there. Another one behind for Deer Park. I think that's what they've done better than Melbourne in this rink so far. Is they've had bowls behind the head constantly. I think they're just getting bowls into better positions as leads and seconds than what Spike and Ray are for Melbourne, and it's sort of giving Sheriff that opportunity to play the bowls he's played so far.
Well, Razor's changed that a little bit.
It's good. That's okay. A bowl goes behind in a good spot.
Yep. No, you're right. Definitely. Back bowls are so important.
I'm not talking 10 feet beyond, just in and around.
No, that annoying length.
Called off in Ballarat tomorrow, Dave. It's,
Unfortunately.
it's a show. I know Bendigo have done the same. I know some of our regional areas have copped it real bad, so
Yeah, everyone's thinking about you.
Yeah, I hope everyone's okay. Same up the coast as well, in the other states. Sean, can he just...
Oh, good bowl by Nugget.
Yep.
Great bowl.
Top bowl.
Yeah, they got nothing at the back.
Could you do it, Matty? What these guys do?
What's that?
Jump on a plane, go play bowls, jump back the next day?
I'd love to. Of course I could do it. I've got to be able to play bowls first though, Jimmy.
Do you think you could focus in and get your game up to the level you wanted it to be?
I saw them before the match, and they were so relaxed. They're just used to it.
Yeah, okay.
You know, get picked up from the airport,
Yeah.
play their game. I'm sure they'll go back tomorrow. Not flying home tonight.
No. Dave, no, I don't think Flemkenny is. However, that's where I have to come past to get home, and every bridge across the Maribyrnong, which I didn't realise until tonight, every way I can get home was flooded. Like, and I mean proper flooded as well. Like, it wasn't just a little bit. The ones I could see were proper flooded. But Flemken's on the hill there almost. So that, I mean, unless any of the guys from Flemken tell me different, I think they're okay. I think we've been all right in Metro. I don't think we've had any, like we've seen at some of these clubs. I think I've seen a picture of Morong that was pretty bad. Oh, God, he's trying to drop down.
2 good bowls from Curtis. I tell you what, the green's looking good considering.
Yeah, it's sort of probably its 3rd year, this TIFF now, maybe 4 years. And it's played
really
quite well
starting to
last
come
year.
on.
It's still a tricky green, but we are playing in a different direction.
Yeah.
It's usually played here at Melbourne. The back green, for those that know the club, has just been re-tiffed as well, so I'm pretty sure it's up and running. I haven't spent a lot of time down here in the last few weeks, to be honest.
I was on there before, not having a roll, but just walking around, and I reckon that's definitely playable.
Yeah. Yeah, Danny, you're right. So Smithfield, Kensington, Maribyrnong, and then also for me was Dynon and Footscray. I couldn't get over to Footscray Road and couldn't get over to the West Gate. There's too much traffic, so I had to double back and go to Keilor, like around the freeway, come back in through Sunshine. 2.5 hours from Thornbury to Seddon for me. The little one back from school. It's carnage. Yeah, it did, Luke. Hopefully it didn't damage too much stuff at Morong. So it's one of them heads here where...
Yeah, 2 down.
It's one of them heads where Aaron Sheriff was probably trying to stay away from. See what Curtis Hanley calls Brett Spur on here.
He's looking to get...
It's just not going to get done. Be a couple again to Deer Park. So it's 3 ends in a row for them. 3, 1 and a 2. Just starting to run away with it. Aaron Sheriff and his crew in this rink. We've got 8-4 now to Matty Alone next door. So he's picked a 3 up. So Melbourne not letting them get away with it on the overall.
How many ends in this rink has Melbourne won?
Just the 2 so far, mate. 4 and a 2.
Not enough ends.
Looks like Bryce Young has gone 10-4 in front. It's Jay by Norris. And Ryan Taten's picked another one up against Ben Fern, so he leads 8-2 after 6.
I was with Matty Flapper not long ago with the under-18 national team. And Matty likes to break these games into quarters or thirds.
Yeah.
And then just focus on getting the ends. Win the ends. Win the game.
That's something Melbourne do as well. They break a game down into quarters, and the sort of saying that would go around was win the first, win the last, and half the second and third.
Yep.
Start well, finish strong, and just maintain in the middle.
Well, they need this end.
It's Bowl by Spark, just changing an early good lead bowl up from Tommy Hicks. Course represented Deer Park in the VBL, which they took out up at Moama about a month or so ago. Had a great time up there, Matty, didn't we?
That was fantastic. I was there for a couple days.
Absolutely loved
Great
that.
concept. Everyone loved it.
Yeah, we're in talks with all the players and existing franchises about what it looks like for next season. So,
Love to get the Pirates in there.
Who?
Who? We might sign you, Jimmy, if we get a franchise.
Mate, I am far better on the mic than I am playing. Don't embarrass myself. I've become a better player in the last 2 years since I've been sitting behind this mic anyway. So.
It's because you haven't played a bad bowl.
Oh, Chris, it's a bit darker here.
Good home.
The green, you imagine, will slow down now. Wouldn't you? It was carnage everywhere. I reckon I went down about 50 dead ends getting home today. It's a good job my 10-year-old was in good spirits. I wouldn't have been yeah, top bowl by
Yeah, good bowl,
Razor.
Race. Similar bowl here from Chris.
If anyone's got the double stream going on, let us know what's going on in the singles at the Oz Champs. Good to get a score update on that. Throw it in the comments. I'm no good at multitasking, so if anyone else is, just let us know the score.
Oh, you're doing all right with that scoreboard.
Oh, I've got this one down, Pat. The scoreboard I've done
What's
so many
Razor
times.
done here?
Yeah, needs to hurry that line.
Oh, it's two good
Sensational
bowls
bowl.
by Race.
And to be honest, he's probably not been there so far.
No.
So he's stamped himself back.
Yep. But again, no back bowls by Melbourne.
24-2. Who to? Who's in the final? I know Thor Shannon missed out on percentage.
I'm going to confess here, I haven't watched any of that.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. I've just been following along on the scores. Tassie, wow.
Well, there's the back bowl.
Well, we might get a bump in viewers then when that one finishes pretty soon at 24-2. Yeah, it's a good result for Sean Ingham there. Gets a good second shot for Deer Park. Cardi's looking to land it. Yeah, he's given up on it already.
Looking to sit Nuggets bowl here.
Yeah.
All right, Jimmy, we're looking at a little bit of contact with this shot bowl. Back to the two Deer Park bowls.
Yeah, he's just got to sort of be inside. Oh, it's come the other way.
It is resting right on the jack.
Right, looks like it's all over in that men's singles final. But Tazia got a medal there. Ooh, can he finish?
Nearly.
Can he late hook? Just doesn't quite get over.
Yep.
I think he's still just...
He's looking for the shot bowl. Jack goes back to there too.
You're going to back him to go pretty close, aren't you?
Yep.
Going to back him to go close.
Well, he's already seen it, so...
Under.
Oh.
Chip Spur is out, though.
Okay. Well, Spurry's got a free hit here. What does he do, Jimmy?
Same bowl. Same bowl as his last. Goes close to getting inside that last bowl of
Yeah.
Aaron Sheriff's and getting another for Melbourne. Doesn't want to change too much. Doesn't want to be over-aggressive. Doesn't want to get narrow and land on that jack. So just a nice draw, exactly the same as his last. And if he gets inside, happy days. It's narrower, though.
Yeah.
And he doesn't.
Take the one.
The weight.
They did that. They needed that end.
Yeah, they did. They lost 3 in a row. They've only won 2 ends overall, a
Yep.
4 and a 2 Melbourne. So it's a chance for them to build from here. They're going to need to. But like any good side, they're keeping it pretty close on the other rink. So in front in 2 Melbourne, in front in 2 for Deer Park. So it's just a real good side tussle. Real good. 2 of the best clubs in Melbourne Metro going for it here.
So we had a pretty good record with close matches on the live stream.
We did
last season. Let's hope it continues.
Yeah, we didn't miss too many. Again, we've given them a shout out so far, but all the Prem teams have been terrific again this year. I got in early with them. I think I was meeting them all in about May or June time, and I said, look, the plan this year is Friday nights only. We sort of believe it's better for development.
Like
Last year was a bit of a trial. We trialled Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, Sundays. Fridays just worked a lot better. We didn't clash with too many other things. Obviously, we probably overemphasised, what we thought would happen on a Saturday. We thought we'd get a lot coming off the green and then watching, but in reality, when you just played a 4.5 hour game of Pennant, the last thing you want to do is sit down and watch another 4.5 hour.
I think there's a few of us from the club did it for week 1, and that was about it.
Yeah. Not what you wore off pretty quickly.
Yeah, I don't want to watch bowls.
Which is fair. I'm the same. Get me off and get me home with a pizza is normally all I'm thinking on a Saturday afternoon.
Well, I'm just going to wonder how many Friday nights I can get out of my partner Laura watching bowls.
Yeah, my young family at home aren't thrilled with me this evening, but that's okay.
Fish and chips and bowls, I reckon.
Yeah.
Jimmy?
Hey, you missed the trick, though. You could have got Laura to meet you down Chapel Street tonight, took her out for a nice dinner, and then strolled in here 15 minutes before kick-off.
Yeah, I didn't think that one through.
Good pair from Tommy Hicks, just a little bit short on that second one. He threw his head back a bit, but...
the Geelong deer.
Yeah, one of the boys coming up. Ryan Taten's one of them. He's someone with a young family
This
as well.
looks good from Rays.
It's the inside.
He's got it.
Gets it. Bold. Just starting to come good. It's Ray McKay. Ryan Taten picks another one up. He leads 9-2. The other scores, Ryan Best has picked one more up, so he's 8-5. It's Matty Low. Could have streamed that rink as well. It would have been a ripper.
He's streaming all of these rinks. Well, it'd be good if Rays can, for Melbourne here, if he can get on this jack.
Bryce Young, Matty, has picked another 2 up against J. Bar Norris. It's 12-4. So we are all square on the big board here, mate. 31 apiece.
That's how we like it.
After 32 ends.
So the leads from Melbourne just starting to get back into the match. Close
from Chris. Oh, that's the way I was seeing it. I think he was close on it. I knew he was going to flick something. I was...
I didn't know what you were talking about there.
Yeah. No, I could see the inside out on that bowl then. Probably didn't turn enough to get like the result, inverted commas, that he could have got from there. Here we go. So it's Kelsey, Cottrell, 14-11 down so far. in her singles games. Obviously flipped over at the BA is
Oh, what a bowl from Curtis.
puts an absolute blinking light on that one now, Matty. That is a target and a half for Sean Ingham.
Nugget's going to
He
have a go at
takes
it.
no time in winding
No,
up.
does he? He's missed it.
And he's miles away. So
the danger here is Jack going back, isn't it?
look, so Deer Park, you can't see it on screen, but they have one right at the back of the rink to
Do
the
they?
deep corner to the right as we're sort of looking at it. Probably a foot from the pit.
Oh, yep.
There's
Get to the tee, I think.
a few touches in there for Melbourne. So them coming back's okay. Ray, get out the way. It's Curtis Hanley.
Nice.
Oh, it's another. Doesn't fatten the target either. But he's going to go again.
Oh, he's going again.
And he surely doesn't miss twice. A player of this ability. How'd he go?
I can't see it.
Oh, he's gone under.
He's missed it twice.
I put the mockers on him. Now you cover the back, surely, of your Brett Spur.
Maybe he should have gone
Surely.
backhand on that. More bowls to hit that way. Went twice on the forehand for a right-hander.
I think he did.
I think he did.
He went the backhand.
No,
He went under.
I don't think he did. Spurry's got to get to the tee, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has to go back. He has to go back.
I don't think he is. Not with that weight.
Unless he's just putting another one in the pack. I mean, I just...
Wow.
Oh, does he add to the count? Possibly.
He's
He
not-
doesn't miss twice,
No.
surely.
Well, I don't think he's not going to miss at all.
He's just getting his grip on
Yep.
this mat.
Bang.
He goes hard. Yup.
Who hasn't missed it?
And that jack goes out of bounds. So we'll replay this end. And I'm quite happy about that. It just means another end of exceptional bowls we can watch this evening. And this grand final replay from last year.
Do you think that the target was too big there for Deer Park? But they were putting the pressure on him.
It's probably not what I would have done, you know. I sort of was thinking go back. I mean, but maybe Melbourne were thinking that. Maybe Spurry and Kurt were going, well, if he hits it, it's gonna kill. So, and we've got 2 or 3 touches around the jack here, so they're coming back and going in the pit anyway, so we don't need to cover the back. Maybe they just looked at it that way. We're not 31 all, also on the big board. I did make a mess up of the of our scoring system, so I put 2 on for Matty Low. He's 8-6 now, so Ryan Best has pulled another one back on him.
Change of length here. It's probably our longest end.
Yeah. So it's that stacked J-bar and Irish rink for Deer Park that I've got some work to do, and the Ben Fern rink of Melbourne's.
Great start there from Spike.
See, Reece, I'm smarter than you. We've set up inside the manager's office here at Melbourne, so we sit pretty much right behind the head. In the warm, I'm actually burning up. I'm pretty hot in there.
I hear Reece was meant to be on the commentary tonight.
He was supposed to be the not only
Special guest.
Yeah, it was going to be the battle of Melbourne Deer Park, because I'm obviously a little bit of the Melbourne persuasion, and he would be more so of the Deer Park persuasion. After losing in that grand final last year, hey Reece, got over that yet, mate? But also the battle of the beards, and yeah, he had some training to do down at Winchelsea. We'll get him on at some point. He helped us out big time at VBL after some clown lost the novelty check. West Coast Bowls helped us out. I knew one printed pretty pronto and brought up from Colac for us, which is amazing.
He's a good man, Reece. Tell you what, Razor has lifted his game.
He has. A bit short on that one. Needed a couple of feet more. You can see what Aaron's calling Chris on there. What a step up for him. You said only playing 3 or 4 years, but
Yeah.
steps into this side tonight, and you get to play second for Aaron Sheriff.
It's not bad, is it?
It's some going.
Welcome to bowls. Welcome to Premier League.
Yeah. It's a good head developing here, I reckon.
Yep. It probably needs another mat.
My number one tip to improving your bowls, Brad, is to leave them in the bag and come and jump on the mic, because I've got so much better in the last couple of years. Is he going to get the double plant?
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
it's
throw.
snuck around the corner.
Missed a game of marbles there at the front. That's. I don't know how that blue ball hasn't come forward at Melbourne's. Everything happens around it.
Well, I think Curtis is going to look to push it back. So tell us about these uniforms, Jimmy. How did that come about?
These new Melbourne uniforms. Of course, you've seen them for the first time. They only got delivered yesterday, Matty. So we're lucky to be seeing them on the live stream.
I tell you what, they are a huge improvement.
Yeah, look.
Not to say your other one wasn't bad.
They've been around a long time, the old uniforms for Melbourne, for sure. Yeah, look, I've just come off the board here at Melbourne. We put it to the members and just had a pretty simple vote. Would you like a committee to be formed to look at new uniforms? And it was pretty overwhelming to yes. It was sort of 95-5. So we went, formed a subcommittee of which Benny Fern, who's skipping on that far rink.
Right.
He was on it. Kane Hanley, the manager of club here at Melbourne. Jacinta Murray as well, and myself. I went on it from no design perspective because I've got no eye for that, but I would just obviously have a few industry contacts.
Yeah, but you've got an opinion though, sometimes.
Nugget finding his way through.
Oh, I think he has.
It's okay. Yeah, and look, we just sort of worked on the process, went through a few suppliers and came up with some concepts. I think the one thing for us is the demon on the front, or one thing for Melbourne, the demon on the front. God, it's Hanley, finds our way through. Superb. It's a mimic of one that the Melbourne Demons used the year before.
Yeah.
So we wrote to the club, asked for permission to use that demon. They said, yeah, go for it. Our theme song, as you would know, is the same as the Melbourne Demons, Grand Old Flag. And Sean Ingham is going to walk that way. So Melbourne holding shot as the Skips have their turn. Yeah, and just sort of went through the process, a few designs, members voted on it.
Yeah, I think you got a good result there.
And it's come out pretty good. Look, a lot plainer, which was the number one design thing from me. I just said you can't be as busy as what we had last time. It was too much.
Yeah.
And Deer Park, very similar. You look at their uniform. It's pretty similar. Yeah, just easy. Looks good. I'll tell you what was good, the VBL uniforms. How good
I'll tell you what, some of them are better than their original tops. I think Footscray, Yarraville, or Yarraville Footscray were looking to adopt that one.
Yeah, their shirts are my favourite, and the
I
guys
think so.
and the guys from Warrnambool, the Warrnambool Bulls, but were my favourite hoodies. Aaron Sheriff. Double plant. Jack walks over to a blue bowl of Melbourne, so he's still one down. Change the head, possibly harder for him to get shot now, but you can see what Curtis is saying at Brett Spur. And you come down here, mate. So Bryce Young's picked another couple up against J. Bar Norris. 14-4 he leads. Reminder, that one was 3-0. Spur is short. His bowl there. Good evening, Casper. Hope you're keeping well, buddy. And yeah, you're right. I should thank Toddy, actually. Sachi, I was drifting off in another direction of conversation then, but we went through a few suppliers and Todd Simmons and the guys at Hooded Loft did a terrific job. I've got to be wary though, Sachi, because we do have a partner at BV. As someone just hands me a note. Sorry, distracted there. Our president Rick just hands me a note and said there's a Kia Sportage, a white one, blocking all the car park. That's my car.
Is it?
Yeah. So he's just grabbed my case. So I was distracted as that jack goes sideways from Aaron Sheriff and that's Capel to Deer Park. This is a problem. The only problem with sitting in this office is we're getting a few people coming and distracting us. But it's a terrific ball by him.
Yeah.
So 2 to Deer Park there. Adam plays for MCC. People do get confused with that, don't they? Melbourne and MCC. MCC over in Hawthorn.
Very different clubs.
Yes. 14 all in the women's singles final.
So they play Bundoora tomorrow, is that right? MCC?
MCC and Bundy tomorrow, yep. Yarraville.
Bit of a Yarra contest there.
Yep. Yarraville Clayton. And then also Fitzroy against Richmond. So the 2 new guys.
Right.
2 new teams playing each other.
Bit of a replay of that final.
Yep. Which Fitzroy took down. Fitzroy picked a few up. Took someone from Melbourne as well, Jerome Coles. Wish him well. You know Jerome as well, don't you?
I do know Jerome, and I know how that trade came about.
Yeah. He goes good, Jerome. Fingers crossed he has a good run for Fitzvic. And the guys at Richmond, obviously, you mentioned, picked up Barry Lester and David Holt there as well. They just got some good club players. Sarah Howard.
Yeah. Scooter,
Nicole O'Connor.
Hampo.
Yeah. Quayle. Adam Fitzgerald as well. So they'll try the hardest.
Yeah, they will. I was talking to them the other night, and they're just going to embrace the situation.
They're pumped. They're on the live stream next Friday evening, 7 p.m. Richmond at home to MCC.
They'll get a few down there, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be humming.
It's a great place to go and watch bowls.
I'm not due to commentate next week, but I might. Hopefully, Bronny's not listening. I might just say I need to be down there for a bit and go and have a couple of.
Well, we might have to have work drinks or something.
Yeah,
Timmy.
I'm sure there's some technical things I need to help with. Might do your job and do the live scoring.
Right, well, come and help me. Didn't do well tonight.
So Matty Lowell's picked another couple up. So this one is real nip and tuck overall.
Yeah, it's keeping the game in the balance now.
Won the difference. BVTV game day, we normally get pretty close ones. Chris shaking his head at that one, Matty. Wasn't too happy. And it's just kind of turned in the last couple of ends where Melbourne's front end have now started to control the heads a little bit more. They're probably lucky they've got Aaron Sheriff just playing bombs after bombs at the back. So they're getting out of trouble a little bit. But it's just sort of turned this rink in particular. The game's been close for a while now. Deer Park jumped out to a massive lead. Well, not a massive lead, but 18-7. A decent sized lead. Melbourne in 2 ends, 6 and a 4 took that back as Ray, Mackay.
I think Razor and Spike are really working well together.
Particularly Razor. He's
lifted
come relevant in this game when he was not really in it the first few ends. So he's dug deep. Like I said earlier, for those watching first time Premier League or who first time watching this sort of level or just someone who's wanting to learn from these type of players, and I think the resilience is a massive thing, not to beat up on yourself too much, to dig deep, just to sort of play each bowl as it comes. Don't think about the overall. Just win your own little battle. Because it's...
such a mind game, this sport.
Yeah, I was about to say, what percentage would you say is mental? What percentage would you say is more physical?
99% mental this
game.
You
reckon? Yeah. There you go. I'd argue it's probably a little bit more to the mechanics, the delivery, you sort of feel your touch.
You can talk yourself out of having a bad delivery.
You can quite easy. You can.
Yeah.
It's Curtis Hanley. Yeah, that's another
bad
one.
Though.
So this head's developing real nice for Melbourne here.
It is.
It's be a good chance for me to get one over JT early, Matty. He went the way of Deer Park and his tips. Did you go?
I went Deer Park.
Did you?
Yep.
It'd be interesting. Mel's gone home. She's quite rightly as well.
Oh, that shuts the gate there.
Yeah, this is. They need to change some of it up pretty quickly, Deer Park here, because it's starting to build for Melbourne. I'd be interested to know the percentage the way the tips went in our tipping competition tonight. I imagine just because of the names in this Deer Park team, a lot would have tipped Deer Park. But those who know Melbourne and know this Premier League, know at home, you can never count Melbourne out. Who did you tip in the Fitzroy-Richmond game?
I went Fitzroy.
Yeah, same.
Home team.
Yeah, same. I went Altona over Mentone at Mentone. If anyone knows any score updates from that Premier League game.
Home team there, Mentone.
Mentone, yeah, okay.
Home ground advantage is really big in this sport. All right, what are we situation here, Jimmy? Are they 4 up or 3?
I think he might have cut a couple out, Aaron Sheriff, there, that bowl. See what Spur can do. There's a lot of razors in bowls. See Ray Pearce jumping on. There is.
This is another great bowl.
Alan said Ray Morrissey. He wasn't happy with me last season. Ray Morrissey, Matty.
Wasn't he?
No, well, it was more his partner than it was him. But I said he was like 304 or something in the stream. I said, "Is that Ray Morrissey? He's all about 304." And they came and gave me a bit of grief for it. He just has been around and he just he's at the same standard. He's such a good bowler. He's another late inclusion for this Deer Park team, jumping in from...
well, this is a big bowl here, Jimmy. I reckon they're 4 down.
You got a better roll than me. Pan across the rinks. You can see an absolute legend in the background there behind Aaron Sheriff, Arnie O'Brien, Hall of Famer at Bowlsvik.
Tommy from Port Melbourne.
Yeah. Had Aaron Sheriff go.
Oh, he's...
Under. Oh, he's took his own back one out, Matty. He's took his own back one out.
That's nearly 5.
That's 4 or 5.
4 and a look.
Massive chance for Brett Spur to really add some pain here.
Oh, he's going to add this.
He was grimacing as he turned around, Omar, Aaron Sheriff. Then he just was...
This is going to change his rink.
This is going to change the complexity of the game. This will be the first time that Melbourne have led in this entire game.
Yep.
Although Ryan Tainton's just picked a 3 up to go 12-2.
Do you reckon they're going to let him know about this, the 5?
No,
6?
because it was a little bit of fortune on the way of Melbourne with that result there. Has he added? Get out of the way, Razor. He's getting a clap.
Oh, he's definitely added.
He's added. How many is that going to be for Melbourne?
What was it?
Six, I think he said.
Really?
I'll look at the scoreboard, so we'll soon know.
I think it was a 5. 5. Huge.
Yeah, 5 to Melbourne. Massive result. Aaron Sheriff getting unlucky, taking his back bowl out. So that'll put Melbourne in front for the first time of this game as we approach the halfway mark, Matty. This is almost a complete flip of the grand final last year, where Melbourne led until about the halfway mark. Deer Park started fighting back, got in front, led going into the last few ends. And Melbourne, of course, getting over, picking up a number. And then
well, we talked about them winning ends, and that's what they've done. They've finished off this second quarter getting those ends that they needed. And that number just...
Yeah, looks like Matty Alal's picked up 1 next door, so leads 11-6 now. I think Bryce Young has also picked up a 1 and leads 15-4, but I'll just wait until someone gets out of the way of the scoreboard. Spike going short for Melbourne.
Needed to be behind.
Yeah, that's sort of what they were doing wrong early, the Melbourne front end, is they were short too often. Tom Hicks needs to punish here, and he's not going
They've all missed the line, haven't they? Good weight, though.
It's a reminder for those that have jumped on. We're playing in a different direction to they usually play at Melbourne. Right on the edges of the green, where it would be sort of the back of the head on the usual way. It's pretty spongy and pretty mossy, and a lot of rain we've had the last couple of days. As the Motley crew turn up in the background, Dylan Fisher, Nathan Lewis. There's a few in the background from Moonee Valley. And
good to see the plenty of people come out for Friday night bowls.
Well, considering the forecast we had.
I know.
Matty O'Brien and Ryan Bevis. I was just trying to get all my names right then. I've got to get back in the flow of it. We've had a few months off commentary, bar VBL. Back for Razor there. So a bit of more of a sporadic head developing out. Now J-Bar's picked up 2, so we're dead even, Matty, on this one. On the overall scoreboard. What a start to this Metropolitan
what a ball here from Chris. Great ball.
Yeah, good adjustment. Needed to jump on it. Do you reckon you get a set of these yellow and blue bowls when you sign up as a member at Deer Park?
I think you do.
Just give them away for free. Yeah, you tell Mark
there's
Casey.
Your uniform and there's your bowls.
Yeah, you tell Mark Casey, Jimmy said, if I sign up as a member of Deer Park, he said he'd give me some free bowls. Because there's several players in this team playing with them. Curtis just...
Yeah, it needed to be a little bit tighter on that. Don't think it's here, Jimmy.
Do you reckon the green's
Getting
just
a bit slower? Yep.
It gets like what time we got now? We got 8:30.
I think it's got to be the same call. Forehand. Promote that bowl.
Melbourne back in front. Benny Fern finally wins his second end of the game. 12-3 over there. The way of Ryan Tatum. Kurt Hanley needs a gap or a full plant throw. Sort of gets a bit of the full plant, but not full.
Well, there's a...
About 13. Triste sort of said to us at the start, it's probably starting to slow a little bit now as it gets probably a bit colder out there. We're inside, so don't have to experience that. But yeah, as the night comes in now, it's probably just starting to drop down a little bit. But they reckon 13 after their practice. So yeah, Cutter, greenkeeper here, who of course plays for MCC. Does a terrific job. He's got the green. Looks okay.
So Sperry be looking for the shot bowl. Jack. He's got the back bowl there.
Yeah, he's got to rake through here.
I tell you what, he's in a good area.
Can he just hold a little?
Needs to hold.
Can he hold a little? Brett Spur.
Great ball.
A bit of noise out there as well. Stoked with that one.
He knew it. Great bowl.
Right, what can Aaron Sheriff do in reply? He just wants to make a contact. That one's a Brett Spur. I don't think he's going to do it with this one. Curtis Hanley's he flicks over.
Such an important bowl that was.
He needs another bowler around there just to... Again, he just doesn't want to give an option for Aaron Sheriff, though. By sort of giving him a wider bowl to land if he sort of draws just past the jack. So he'll look to sneak in front of the front yellow and blue of Deer Park's
shut the gate.
But he's pretty short there. Doesn't really change anything for Aaron Sheriff. He's going to have a look at his options here. He's Omar. Bit of a finger measure as well, probably working out exactly how many seconds he's got. You kind of just wait in anticipation that he's just going to play an absolute bomb, don't you? That's what I'm waiting for. I'm just waiting in anticipation. I'll put the mockers on him for this one.
Oh, what a bowl by Spur.
Yeah, and he did that. Did Spur 8. He's just continues. I mean, it's something, Matty, when you pick up a number, you always want to maintain that number.
Yep.
You don't want to drop a 4 back because it's a waste of time. So picking a 1 up, playing that bowl,
After
massively important.
2 down, yeah, great bowl.
Just keeps Melbourne's noses in front. Talking of noses in front, some updates on the women's singles over up at Broadbeach. 18-15 to SA now over Queensland.
And I think we've got a score there from the Altona
awesome.
Mentone game. Altona up 33-21.
Awesome. Thanks, Fergo.
After 32.
So that'll be me in front of you in the tipping if that carries on like that. And if this carries on, there'll be 2 in front. Yeah, fair start from Spike, Jared Boyd. As I can see, Matty Alol getting high fives next door. Don't know what he's done, but he's getting a lot of high fives. As Ryan Bestat tries to draw off. I'm actually concerned. I'm glad it's not his rink we're streaming because we're in one of the windows behind the rinks. He'd be close to putting one through, Ryan Bestat. I seen him. We commentated. I, by myself, commentated on a game up at Moama, him and Cam Keenan, and he hit the back window at Moama.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he gave it a right hit as well. Petrified an old geezer walking past. He's lucky he never hit he nearly hit the camera as well. He only missed the camera by a foot.
Amazing power with his drive.
Mentone, Johnny Altona are playing at Mentone tonight. It's a Friday night game. Mentone have recruited a couple of... they've got Dale Jones back who didn't play last year, which is a big in for them. And they recruited a couple of local Div 2, Div 1 players that I sort of had a look at their side of playing front end and one of them at third as well. So they've done a little bit of business.
There's
for one of
nothing
a
wrong
better
with
word.
those Div 2 players, Jimmy.
Nah. Except, yeah. Bryce Young picking another one up for Melbourne on his rinks. A 15-6 he leads now.
I reckon Razor's been the difference here.
Yeah,
in his
great.
comeback. Obviously some big bowls from Spurry.
Matty Lowell's just a 1 next door, so 12-6 he leads over Ryan Bester. Melbourne just starting to nudge now, Matty. 4 in front. They hadn't led until they went in front probably 4 ends ago in the overall. Deer Park led right from the off.
There we go again.
To the second half of this game. It's going at a pretty quick pace. Hour and 40 gone and we're in the second half. And the green speed's obviously aiding that.
I see the Vic Open signage down the bottom.
Yeah, draw will be out next Friday for all those entered in the Vic Open. It's
My singles entry got in, didn't it?
no, it didn't. Sorry,
What?
mate. Yeah. Yeah, we're working hard on the venues and the draws.
Everyone is so excited about having the Vic Open back.
Smashed the entries, the record entries. To be honest, we probably nudged. We had a few come in right at the death, and we needed to make up numbers for even section numbers and stuff. So we ended up getting real close to 2,300, which is an amazing.
I'm sure
effort.
Barb will be wrapped with her 2,000. That's what she was looking for.
She's just spent a couple of days in the office.
There's about over 600 men's singles entries.
Yeah, we're at 207 sections in the men's singles. Got about 100 in the mixed pairs, and about 100 in the men's pairs as well. We've got a record number of women's singles entries. I think we're at about 130 sections in that. 110 sections in that. Yeah, just smashed it. Like, it's amazing.
Yeah,
it's going to mean a pretty cramped schedule. So hopefully no one goes deep in everything. Otherwise, you're not going to be my best friend.
Well, Lucas and I are looking to do that in the pairs. Is Lucas watching tonight? As we talk, as we speak. Sorry.
Not with the section you guys drew. That's all I'm going to say. No. We're working hard on getting all that for next week.
Lucas, you better get ready. You're skipping.
Ryan Tatum picks up 1 against Ben Fern. So they're dominating over there. Ryan Tatum and Chris Ball as
I'll tell you what, Melbourne's dominating this particular end.
Again, they've done that the last few ends. Yep, that's another 1 in the count. It's a 4. Melbourne are holding out. The only issue is there's 2 bowls of Mr. Aaron Sheriffs to come.
Oh, here comes the first.
Inside of the blue.
Oh, it's probably second.
Second shot. Cuts a few out. It's a good start.
Nah, Spur doesn't like it.
Yeah, he read it off straight out his hand. Wasn't a million miles away either, was he? Just needed to swoop a little bit more.
Well, he's seen it. Can he be a little bit tighter and get that jack? Oh. Got someone right in front of our camera here, Jimmy.
Who?
Yeah, they've gone. So there was a 1 to Melbourne. A little bit high there. Aaron Sheriff on his last.
Yeah, big turnaround here. They've held the last 3 ends, Melbourne. That's a 5, 1 and a 1 they've picked up. So
would that be
really battling back? We're 15-7 down, now 15-14 down.
3 ends in a row now to Melbourne?
Yeah, 5, 1 and a 1. Good maths from you, Matty.
Winning that set. It's starting from the front end, Jimmy.
Yeah, that's where the screw has sort of turned in this rink for Melbourne. They've really stepped it up there. J. By Norris picks one back up against Bryce Young. It's 15-7 over there. You feel that that's a rink that either side, if they turn it around there, it's going to be big on the overall. So J. By's rink. He's got Rick Orchard leading over there. Then he's got Nathan Bush second, Mark Casey third, and Jay Skipping. It's just...
It's a strong rink. Good first bowl there from Tom Hicks.
So I've got 19 all in the women's singles. Couple of comments coming through. So another cracker over at BA. Have we got more numbers than him? That's what I want to know. That's the more important. No, I'm joking. They do a good job. We brought some great games to watch up at the Oz Champs and the Disability Champs as well. Talking about Lucas before. Great to see him on the live stream. Best thing about him being on the live stream is he's not in the comments.
Another great bowl there from Tom Hicks. The Geelong Deer.
Oh, right. Needs to hurry that line, Matty. Not going to. Pretty decent second shot, though. He's only got to correct a foot or so and he'll walk in off that last bowl of his, so not all lost with that bowl. As Chris goes under. So Ray, just slight correction here.
Yep.
Tad more weight.
Don't know if he's got the right area.
I didn't get any choice, Mo. I was dropped, so I just spat the dummy and went and commentated. Nah, never really. It's too hard. Young family.
Oh, great bowl here from
Ripper by Chris.
I'm
one of them with bowls. If I can't commit fully, if I can't put the training in, like Melbourne's pretty high on training twice a week, Tuesday, Thursday.
So they should.
Yeah, I just can't put the time in. So rather than let myself down and probably let others around me, I just focus on the commentary. It's all good bar, but it sounds like a cracker of a game over on BA anyway.
Well, talk about cracker.
Curtis Hanley.
Oh, great bowl.
Grab shot.
He may.
Changed it. Hope retirement's treating you well anyway, Mo. Sure you're putting down more bowls, which is good. Right, Kurt. Just trying to replicate his last. That's Melbourne's bowl coming in. Tips his own down. Hasn't quite fallen. It's going to fall though, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Nugget's looking for a tighter line.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh. Brad Janner just jumping on all the way from Sunbury. You better get to bed soon, mate. You got a big day tomorrow. Fitzroy in Premier League. I've tipped you guys, so I want you on your best form, mate. JT tipped Richmond, so chance for me to get one over him, which is always
Great
a good
bowl
thing.
there from Spurry.
Yeah, good home. So Melbourne holding a couple here. Again, the only problem is Aaron Sheriff's got 2 bowls at it.
Well, I don't think he's done it with
not
his
with that one.
first.
Oof. Kelsey double 4s, so she'll lead 23-19. And we'll get them 900 viewers jump across from that to us. I got no doubt. Brett Spur.
Yeah, he's on a good track.
Brett Spur.
Great bowl.
How many's he made there, Matty?
Don't know. Could be 2 or 3.
What's Aaron Sheriff going to do?
Well, he's looking to get on the shot bowl, but whether he can get the jack back or not.
I can't believe they've let Brad Janner in the inner suburbs. He'd be a pest around that Preston area. Sure, whatever local RSL he's come acquainted with that. Right,
I think he's close.
Aaron Sheriff. I'm glad we don't rely on you to call all the bowls, Matthew, because that never looked close to me. 1 coming out. And Brett Spurs. How many more?
2.
Just the 1. That was deceiving the angle. I thought he'd made 2 or 3 there, but just the 1. But it continues the run for Melbourne. Puts them on even keel with this Deer Park rink of Aaron Sheriff's, which is the first time that they haven't been behind so far. They led from the off to Deer Park, but we're now tied on 15 apiece after 14. So 15-8. Jay by Norris picks another one up against Bryce Young.
So Gareth's jumped on. The coach of Thornbury.
Yeah, they do a great job, don't they, Thornbury?
Yeah, they're starting to go up the divisions.
Divi 2 this year?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I saw him in Divi 2 draw.
Great bowl there from Tom.
Oh, it's a reply and a half. Under a bit of pressure, the front end of Deer Park here, because Melbourne have come good from about end 5 or 6. Sort of battled to get going early, Spike and Razor, but
Looks like a good reply here from Spike.
well, you can tell because he's crab walking down there. Great after it. Jared Boyd.
Oh, great
just
bowl.
behind.
3 great bowls.
Pretty much landing him on top of the jack here.
It really starts to turn if you get that right weight, doesn't it, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Put a little bit too much on it and it hangs.
Mentone Maureen. It's Mentone v Altona. Mentone tonight. 6:30 they started before us.
Razor's looking to get that shot bowl.
He's got to hold his head. Oh. This must be an easy jack, this. Looks like we're all over in the ladies at Broadbeach. Kelsey Cottrell winning another singles title to add to her indoor. AO singles title and the Golden Nugget as well.
And she was down in that game?
Yeah, it looks like she was down. She's gone 4-4, however many she got on the last couple of ends. If she went 2-2
Can't
or
drop 4s in
3-1.
singles.
Well, not back-to-back against Kelsey Cottrell, you can't.
Well, Razor needs that same weight. That was perfect weight.
I think he's slightly higher on the track here, Matty.
Slightly?
He's
Has he
very,
got it?
very close.
Oh.
Right, kicks the jack out wide. Might still be down Melbourne, but it's changed the head for the better. He made that ever so slight correction off his first. Good stuff by him, the second. Top bowling by him as we watch Chris just go under. Curtis Hanley for Melbourne now. Thumper. Skip for Melbourne last year. Half the season. Goes close. It's drifting wide. So another close tussle here for those just jumping over from the BA stream. Singles is just wrapping up there. We're into the second half of this game where Deer Park jumped out to a lead. They were 18-7 up after about 10-15 ends on the overall, and Melbourne jumped right back at them, a 6 and a 4 across 2 rinks in 2 ends. Brought the game close, and we've been nip and tuck ever since there. But Melbourne probably jumped in front about 10 ends ago and have just remained 2, 3, 4 shots in front. It's probably the biggest the lead has been, 4 shots. Oh, good stuff, thanks, Johnny. Thorpe getting bronze for Victoria in the singles. I know he was incredibly stiff to not get through the section. Went out on percentage points. Sean Ingham. Oh, close. It's a high five from Chris and Tom.
Similar sort of shot, wouldn't it be, for Spurry?
Yeah. Cheers, Fergo. Altone at 38.25 up, so 13 in front. You don't know a lot, do you, Matty? Tipping Mentone. Reminder, if you haven't already jumped onto our tipping competition, you're going to be 2 behind off the start, or you'll probably be 2 behind against me if this carries on the evening the way it's going.
That's going to be where I am going to be.
Spur.
Oh, has he got it?
Oh, just needed a float right in that. Yeah, if you jump onto our Facebook page, a couple of posts down, or maybe even the last post, there's a link to register for our tipping competition. It will go across the 18 rounds of the season. Prizes for first, second and third. All 3 positions getting VIP tickets to the Premier League Grand Final at the Dandenong Club in March. And then some merch packs. And if you are the overall winner, we'll give you 5 minutes to gloat on the live stream commentary as well for that Grand Final. But you'll be a couple of rounds behind. Free to join. Very quick sign up. Takes about 45 seconds. So if you haven't already jumped on and put your tips in you go. Still 3 rounds to go, 3 games to go in this round. First round of Metropolitan Premier League. Kick off at 1 PM tomorrow. MCC Bundoora, Yarraville Footscray against Clayton, and Fitzroy Victoria and Richmond, the 2 new teams to Premier League this year. And also a reminder that we'll be live streaming pretty much every Friday night through to Christmas. And next week we have a local derby.
Oh, he's going with weight here, Jimmy. How's he looking?
Close.
Oh, he's
close. Yeah. That one will go out of bounds, so we'll get a crack at. Did that go out of bounds?
Oh, I assume so.
Oh, it's right on the peg.
No.
Oh, they're kicking the balls in, yeah. So I'll replay that one. Yeah. Reminder, next Friday night stream is Richmond Union at home to MCC. So 2 neighbouring suburbs, Hawthorn and Richmond. Richmond, the new club in Premier League. They'll be looking to get one over MCC.
The local derby.
Are you going to tip next week? You got some friends you're going to put noses out of joint. You're going to go draw, aren't you?
No. Well, now that I know Barry's there.
Yeah, but do you know if he's playing next week?
Oh, he has to be, doesn't he?
Oh, you never know.
Come on. If Barry's playing, I'm going to go Richmond.
You think one player in 16 can make that much of a difference?
Barry can.
Fair enough. As a reminder, Barry Lester playing for Richmond in Premier League this season. Terrific late pickup.
Yeah, that under the radar, that one.
Wasn't the latest. I was still doing permits on my 2.5-hour drive home this afternoon. The last one snuck in at about 5:45 this evening.
Now, are we talking about the special permit?
No, we're talking about the interstate pennant declarations
Right.
for the marquee players.
Maybe we need to talk about this special permit because
Yeah.
I need something coming out the Pirates out.
Yeah, so we've introduced a trial across all of Victoria for this season, promotional permit. So it only...
we can get Big Kev to come play for us?
Yeah, I don't think you could afford Big Kev.
Oh, yes, we can.
You know? I think he's listening to the stream, Kevy, as well.
Kev, if you're listening, come to the Pirate ship.
His starting bid has got 3 zeros at the end of it, so spot up and over. Yeah, so promotional permit's a trial for this season. Any club can use it once prior to Christmas, can only be used prior to Christmas.
Only once?
Only once.
Okay.
You can bring in... So, look, what the permit's designed for, Matt, is promotion of the sport and a chance for clubs to make some income and promote the sport within their local area. So, obviously, we all traditionally play Pennant Saturday 1 p.m. So, you can't get a player to come in and play at 1 p.m. because he'll be playing for his own club or they'll be playing for their own club. So, it's designed for clubs to look at Friday night games like this to make an evening of it, to do a sportsman's night. We've obviously got Alex Marshall playing up at Moama from a few weeks' time, so he'd be someone you'd be thinking.
Yep.
Clubs could get down, run a bit of a night with a goat.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, I'd be interested to see how it goes. I think it'll be used. I don't think it will get overly used. I think it'll only be used a few times. So I think we'll grow with it, hence why it's a trial. We'll assess it at the end of the year, see how it goes. But yeah, it should be interesting. Should give our a lot of clubs, especially those regional clubs that might not see some of these. Some fantastic bowlers in regional Victoria anyway, but some of these players that we see in the Premier League in Metro gives an opportunity for them to go out and do a bit of a sportsman's evening, bit of Q&A.
So if they've got their Friday night game, they can go and...
Bit of training on green with the club.
Yep.
It should all be positive.
All right, we'll sign Kev up for the Pirates.
Looks like Benny Fern has picked a 2 and a 1 up. He's picked a 3 up across 2 ends for Melbourne. So after 13 ends now, starting to claw back. Can't see any of the scoreboard, so as I see him, I'll start updating him on the big board. But Melbourne just nudging in front. See Bryce Young. Sorry, has picked up 2. So he now leads 17-8 after 14 ends. And Matty Alol, Ryan Best, there's a few people in the way of that scoreboard. So the lead at its biggest so far, Matty. 9 the way of Melbourne. It's Curtis Hanley up and over that
great
bowl
bowl
of
Great
Sparks.
bowl.
17-8 to Bryce Young over Jay by Norris. Ryan Tainton leads Benny Fern 13-6.
13-8, I think, for Matty Alol.
Right, so that will be 2 to Ryan Bester to go on. So the lead at 5 on the overall for Melbourne. Shorningham tries to catch the inside of that bowler, Kurt Hanley's, and Doesn't miss by a lot. Funny looking head, really. And sort of got it surrounded on the left as we look at it, and the
Curtis
right.
will be looking to get onto this jack.
Yeah, if he can get that small trail first, he just was 2 feet away from a perfect bowl then.
Does it force Nugget to go a little bit harder on the backhand for a right-hander?
Yeah, it's probably the shot, mate. I think he's got to change some of that. Something needs to change. It's not.
No, it's not what Sheriff's calling.
He's made a mockery of us tonight, isn't he?
Looking to roll those Deer Park bowls over.
Very quick delivery through his delivery. Sean Ingram, isn't he?
Well, I tell you what, he's...
They're Melbourne's blue bowls
Yeah.
there. So Brett Spur, you imagine, will be trying to come through Curtis Hanley's green bowl at the front of the head. Or just come inside that. And it's exactly what he said he's going to do to Curtis. And he gestured as if I'm going to play a foot or two. Wait.
So the one change to Spurry's rink is Curtis coming in from last season?
They finished off the season like this.
Okay.
Yes. This is how they finished probably the last 5 or 6 games. Curtis was skipping. He had Bryce as his third, and then they made the call to switch him over to play third for Spurry. A reminder that Melbourne at one point last year were almost out.
That's right. I remember coming and commentating the Altona Melbourne game that they needed to get back on track with.
Aaron Sheriff.
Well, that was the call he
It
asked
was.
Nugget to do, and he played it.
Yeah, there was a special cameo that game, weren't there? Was it the last end you flicked over to the rink next door? That
Yeah, we
Altona
did.
Melbourne game? And there was a certain lead for Melbourne that... was it a back toucher, was it, Matty? That's what it was?
I think it was your only bowl for the day.
It was, literally. That was a real...
Right on cue. We put the camera on. Yeah, you're right on it. Barb's like, oh, unless he's got one. Do you miss it, Jimmy? Would you like to be out there tonight?
Possibly. I'd have been no good to know what the drive I had at home and here. Oh, I do and I don't, mate. I obviously love bowls. I've been playing bowls since I was 6 years old.
But you're playing the different version, though, the
Playing
crown
Crown
bowls.
Green for a lot of it, yeah. Then came over. I did have a 10-year break before I picked up lawn bowls again here 5-6 years ago now. But yeah, sometimes. But bowls is my life. I work in it all day, every day, and that's all I end up. That's all I talk for 80% of my life. So I don't really miss anything because I'm in it.
Yeah. Laura says I focus on bowls way too much. She's right.
It's just one of them sports bowls. It's addictive.
Oh, I can see our new bowlers at our club.
It's addictive.
Wait
He's
a
trying to
sec
get
here.
that bowl over.
Oh, he's got it.
Oh, does
Oh.
it stay in the head?
I don't think it has.
Or do I? Not by his or his players' reactions. Yep. Just the one. Again. So Melbourne on this rink, Brett Spur and his crew lead for the first time in the game.
And ends are going their way.
Yeah, it's all starting to just turn for...
This is the last quarter.
It looks like Jay By Norris has picked up on his ring. He's picked a couple up, so 17-10 now. For Jay and his crew after 15 ends. 13-6 still on the far rink. And I think it's 13-8 next door. Looks like Melbourne have the mat in the hand, though. So Melbourne might have picked up in that Matty Alola Ryan Bester rink. We'll wait until that score is updated.
Well, I think they're still measuring. Might even have an umpire call here, I think.
Yeah, Maury Powell, our umpire tonight.
Oh.
Doing the right job. Handy start from Jared Boyd.
Oh, that is a great start.
I don't know, Barber.
And Matty's got a shot there. Melbourne, Matt.
Just a 1.
I think so.
14-8. Yep. After 15 next door. Matty Alol, header Ryan Bester. I don't know, for those who aren't overly familiar with Melbourne Premier League, you might be joining in from Queensland, New South Wales, or just didn't watch much of last year. Yes, on paper, this Deer Park team jump out at you. Aaron Sheriff, Ryan Bester, Jay Barnaris, Mark Casey, Nathan Bush.
Yeah.
I could almost go through the whole 16. But Melbourne, I mentioned it a couple of times, are completely unchanged from that grand final win last year. They played pretty much most of the last 3 seasons together as a 16. There's been 2 or 3 changes from the year before, and that's it. And it just doesn't happen in bowls. That you don't often get a consistent 16 year on year. So that chemistry, that team togetherness, like for those who've heard me commentate on Melbourne before, it's a massive thing for the guys. They will catch up for breakfast every Saturday morning before a game. I know they are caught up for dinner on Thursday night before tonight because everyone coming from work and stuff. But you've been here and saw it.
I did see it. I saw the way they were playing in the practice. It was actually 4s against each other. So they're competing and getting in the right mindset already before the game.
Yeah.
And then they disappeared into the den. Would have liked to have been in there.
The Demon Den. So they're just a sensational unit at Melbourne. So never, ever back against them, especially at home. That's why I tipped Melbourne tonight.
Yeah, I don't know why I went Deer Park.
Oh, I know why. They've got some top players. Now, on paper, it's a pretty line ball game for me, this. I think...
well, it's not over yet, Jimmy.
It's still a long way to go.
7 shots.
There's nothing in this. Yeah, it was a pretty line ball game. But on this particular rink, they just have turned the screw and kept turning it.
Yep.
Melbourne. As Suchi said, 15-7 it was to Aaron Sheriff. It's now 16-15 to Brett Spur. Not really had the impact you would have wanted tonight.
No, there's just been times where he's just missed it.
Melbourne holding 3 or 4 here. Again, he then gets this jack first. It's going to start making things difficult.
I'll tell you what.
He's got to start dropping with his big drags pride, Curtis. Goes to an okay home there.
Nugget doesn't waste any time on the mat, does he?
He's so quick through the delivery as well. Once he starts his delivery, he's finished almost as soon as he started it.
This is a great one.
Just as we really muff, right on cue, top bowl.
Yeah, but there's a bit of a, I can see, like, I'm not bowling that well. Yeah. Finally, I've got one in here.
Yeah, he's chundering to himself. He's having a quick chunder.
About time. Just had the right weight.
Under. Needs a tad more on his next one. Brett Spur. What can Aaron Sheriff do? Trying to give Sean Ingram's a friend. Don't think he's got the legs with this. Right, opportunity for Brett Spur now. He's definitely got to be more positive because they're really only got one in their head here. Deer Park. Ben Ferns picked up a 3 against Ryan Tate and Matty.
He relies on Curtis to call that the head a lot, doesn't he?
Melbourne 13 in front now.
Needs to get down.
He's trying his hardest.
Oh,
Can he
he's-
use that to
oh,
get over?
he has.
Brett Spur
He has.
gets the result as well. Top bowling. You knew he
And
was
he's
going
strutting around too.
He's strutting. The strut's coming. He's peacocking around. You knew he'd rise to this occasion tonight, Brett Spur. He's a terrific bowler. He's in some good form as well. Runner-up in the pairs at the AO. Played for the Dandenong Pulse in the VBL. He's one of the best we've produced in Victoria. He's a sensational player, and he just loves a big occasion. Really gets no bigger than tonight, does he?
No, not
Aaron
when you're
Sheriff.
playing Aaron Sheriff.
First game of the season.
Yep. Early wins are gold.
It's a long old season, 18 rounds, so you can afford to drop a few games here and there. I think Melbourne lost 7 last year and still won it overall. Deer Park, off memory, only lost 2 during the home and away season. You can lose games and still go deep.
Well, he's looking to...
What's he got? Oh, Jack squirts, but stays with Melbourne.
One down.
Another one. They're just racking the ones up now in Melbourne, so that is 6 ends in a row. Brett Spur and his crew have won. Started off with a 5. And there's had 5 singles from there.
Well, it's the ends, and that's what they needed.
Look at that lead now, mate. Right
Yeah.
to 11. So I got my maths wrong earlier. Another good lead from Jared Boyd.
Yeah, he's played well, Spike.
Yeah.
And he's had Razor to back him up.
He's after it again, Spock.
It's going to be in a good home.
Top lead bowling, big
Yeah.
tick for him.
That's a good set. Makes a difference, doesn't it? When your lead's on, gives you a start like that.
100%.
And then the other lead's trying to chase. He's cut 2 of them.
So he's starting to get away from Deer Park here. Bryce Young. He's just picked up another 3 against Jay by Norris. So it's 20-10 in that rink. Another one in for Melbourne. Yeah.
Bowls in the head.
So that lead at 14 in the overall scoreboard now. 23 ends left to play. So quarter of the game essentially. Now I don't commentate negatively. I never commentate on how players are performing, but the front end unit in Melbourne have been a lot stronger.
Yeah, but they weren't though at the start.
No. So 16 ends. I reckon the
And we kept saying how they didn't have back bowls. They weren't doing that, and then they've just clicked.
last 10 ends for Melbourne, this front end unit have really stepped up.
Yep.
You're right, Casper. It's exactly what it is for Melbourne. A phenomenal unit. Just unlucky from Chris there. Good effort. Just probably a tad quick. I think they just back themselves.
Well, I really think in this rink you got the two teams, the back end and the front end, and they've both worked really well together. Curtis and Spur,
Yeah.
they've done their job so far.
Ben Fern picks up another one against Ryan Tate into 13-10. That one, he's won the last 4, but won 5 of the last 6 ends. So that, to be honest, that's probably the rink that's enabling Melbourne to get away, because they've fought back from nowhere.
Yep.
13-2 down, I think, at one stage. So, or 12-2. So they've fought back real well. And that's all it is. You just got to get your, like, there's a big saying at Melbourne, get your rink. That's all you got to do is Sean Ingham goes splat on that one.
Wow.
But that's probably the first jack
back to their 2 bowls though, hasn't it?
Plenty of room though. For
No, only one.
anyone to draw in out. Pretty. To be honest, I think the crowd's better than I thought it was going to be. Matty, especially with the rain we've had and our difficulties to travel. Can Kurt stop here?
He needs to.
Find some sand or something.
Oh!
Nearly does. Find some divot in the green and sit in it. He goes
I thought
close
it nearly
to.
sat there.
Just dropped in. Oh, Sean Ingham with his opportunity to draw to the pit now. This carries on, Matty. I'm tippy it won't be a quiet night here at Melbourne.
Well, it's a Friday too, so double bonus.
Well, I seen Ben Fern offer to be here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning to hand out the new uniforms to the rest of the club, and I thought, oh, he lives in Melbourne. That's a good 50 minutes away from Melbourne. He's probably 0 chance of going home tonight.
No.
Aaron Sheriff.
Well, that's 2 to Deer Park.
Correct. Oh, Brett Spur just needs to find any improvement on his way.
Yep, a
Foot,
metre.
2 feet. 6 feet for gold. You probably don't want to run it that close, do you? Oh, just short of 6 feet.
Well, he's on
And
a
he
good
needs
track.
and he needs a clear road.
I think he's
Which
got
he's
it.
Gonna get,
He's got it.
Gonna get inside though.
He likes it.
He signals. I don't know if he's signalling to us or Jared Boyd, or gets a high five from the rest of his teammates. So
Omar's going for it.
yeah, I'm not surprised to see that. Aaron Sheriff to make
And
something
he's
for Deer
got
Park.
it.
Gets it out. That'll be a couple. So Deer Park finally turned the tide in this rink.
Brings it back 17 all.
Back to 17 all. Big bowl from Aaron Sheriff. He really needed that, didn't he? Let's be honest. And hopefully that can give the rest of his rink the confidence to play some big bowls towards the end of this. Just to complement that, Ryan Bester picks up 2 next door against Matty Alol, so 14-10. 20-10 still to Bryce Young over Jay behind, and 13-10 away for Ryan Tatum over Ben Fern. So 11 the overall. Still plenty of time for Deer Park.
Yeah, still ends.
Probably don't start panicking till sort of 75 ends. So and you've only got 6 left and you're trying to chase a number down. So a bit of time for him.
Going T to T.
Yeah, change. They had to do it. They absolutely had to do it. My only concern with T to T, when you're probably slightly lower confidence as a front end, is there's a lot of room for error. You've only got to not get that bowl away clean enough, and you've either hummed it in the ditch or you've dropped 8 feet short, and it sticks out like a sore thumb. So it's my only concern.
You've got to train T to T.
But let's see how Tommy Hicks
Mind
goes.
you, the roll-up or the practice, that's all they were doing, T to
Yeah,
T.
okay. It's probably not a bad tactic on a slow deck if you find your weight on that. Good evening, Andrea. We started off about 13, they reckoned. Probably slowed a touch since then due to just the night coming in and obviously getting a bit colder. So I'd imagine about 11 and a half, maybe 12. Which, considering the rain we've had, let's just
That's
be
a
happy we're
great
getting a
effort.
game going. It's Jared Boyd.
Yeah, this is a good bowl.
And that hurts as well, doesn't it? 'Cause
go T to T and he puts it.
And that hurts because Tommy Hicks has bowled a pretty good lead bowl there, which would give him confidence. And then,
Yeah, Spike beats it.
Sorry, mate, you give me 2 foot. I'm just going to put a back hopper on, move on. And then
Now
he
I'm
snatches.
gonna be under and
then
short.
he snatches, So, bit of psychological warfare going on from Melbourne here without probably meaning to do it. Just them little things in games, hey? Whereas, I'm not saying he rushed that bowl, but maybe Tom could just stand on the mat and go, right, deep breath. He's just dotted that on. I've got to make sure this bowl's reaching.
I tell you what, Spike's not far away again. Oh, that's 2 great bowls. T to T.
Yeah, he's done a good job tonight at Spark. All right, Chris. Deer Park. Late inclusion for Kobe Cromie in this rink. Yeah. Couldn't get down to Melbourne with his dad, Tim. His weight's pretty good. Just can't find the line. Another Wonder Bryce Young. It's 21-10 on that rink now.
Razor just complimenting Spike.
It's just good stuff from this Melbourne front end.
We've gone T to T and they've put it.
Yeah, they've really dug deep.
They've just committed to that length.
He added another.
Oh, I think he's close. So Nuggets looking to disturb these 2. Probably a metre over.
Yeah, I think he might be better just raking through this.
Well, he asked to have a whack at it, and Sheriff said no. I'd rather a metre over. Tell you what.
Very close.
Oh. Now, I think Deer Park have only been practising on their synthetic. They've lost their greens at the moment, Chris Ball was saying.
Lost them?
Well, not lost them. They know where they are.
I was going to say. Let's just wander off down Ballarat Road and find somewhere else to...
So they've only been training on 15-second carpet.
And it's funny. Yeah, it's funny you say that, mate, because obviously there was... well, there has been a lot of rain, but there was a lot of rain forecast for tonight. So I've been liaising with both sides all week about what to do. So I gave them about 57 options.
Too many.
And they each added on about 57 each. So we had all these different options: play undercover, play a neutral venue, play air. So this is what it boiled down to, and I agree with both sides on this. Deer Park couldn't play. Well, when I say couldn't, they had about 6 that couldn't play tomorrow through other commitments and obviously people flying back. So their preference was to
play
Friday, but move the venue. whether it be Deer Park and switch the home and away fixtures, so we played at Deer Park, or whether it be play undercover, Sunbury, Brighton, Dandenong, whatever it might be. That was their preference. Whereas Melbourne's preference was they've only been practicing on this slow deck because it's been slow for a few weeks. They wanted to move the game to Saturday or Sunday. So both sides had skin in the game either way. And the agreement was just to see how it went. And it ended up not raining as much, and here we are. So I know there was a few people asking why we didn't move it on. We tried, and we offered that solution. But both clubs had different ideas.
Well, it's a home game for Melbourne, so...
And they didn't want to... And look, like you said that, they've only been playing on 15-second synthetic.
Yep.
It's yeah, like... It's an advantage for Melbourne. Brett Spur. Oh.
It's not much of a target.
He needs one of his legendary bowls out, Aaron Sheriff, because they're under the pump.
3 down.
I can see the rink next door as well. Just having a real good watch of this because it's a bit of a pivotal moment. They're 11 down on the overall. They drop a 3 here.
Yeah. Well, he's walking down. Have a look.
And that just shows you, again, speaking about...
Well, it could be 4 down, actually, Jimmy.
Just speaking about them people who are tuning in to watch and try and learn something from this level of play. I mean, you can't get anyone higher than Aaron Sheriff in our game, especially at the moment. He's taking his time here, really thinking it through. He's recognised it's a pivotal part in this game, and he's coming down, having a look, taking some stock of what the head looks like. And
well, they drop a 4 here. It's...
Yeah. And you spoke about it, the mental side of the game. You can convince yourself that you're playing the wrong shot, or you can be in two minds about a shot and you do nothing in the end. So I think he's just trying to absolutely be clear in his mind what bowl and what shot he's trying to play, and fingers crossed it goes right from there.
That's a tough shot. T to T.
Yeah, Melbourne have got him stacked up all over it.
Yeah. It's all in one line.
Oh, he's going with some weight.
A little bit of weight.
Big bowl here, Matthew.
Oh, I think he's under.
Close your eyes.
Oh, got the result.
Close your eyes. Stays in the rink as well. He's probably made 3 for Deer Park there as well.
Oh, Spur's got 1.
He's made 2 or 3, so it's a 5 or 6 shot turnaround. Probably not the way he meant it. Well, he might have. He's a genius. But judging by his reaction, I'm going to say...
No, he didn't mean that.
Well, he meant to hit it, didn't he? But the result was fortunate. But you play for them. Like they say, like starts when you reach the head, and he certainly was playing to disturb it.
What's Spur done? Has he cut it down?
No, he's given up.
He's short.
So we spoke about pivotal moment in the game. It's flipped back the other side. See if I can get his attention now. I think it was 3. Can't quite work out. It's Aaron Sheriff fashioning a result there.
Is it 2?
Just 2?
Yep.
Yeah, right. $21.10 Bryce. I'm trying to see the best of a low score. 14, 15, 10.
Very hard
15.
to read that
That's
red
15.
number.
It is because we lost the 5 earlier. So it's
Right.
It's 15-10 to Matty Alol over Ryan Bester. It's funny, I was talking to Matty Alol earlier today, and he said he had a plan for tonight.
Had a plan?
Yeah, he didn't tell me what he was, but he said, I have a plan, or we have a plan.
Right.
That's what he said. So for that, for him and his rink.
I'll tell it's working.
Mm-hmm.
I think the plan for Deer Park now is to go a bit shorter.
Yeah, good shout, Lance. City of Geelong for sure. Not too much of a trek down the road either.
Good start by Tommy.
Yeah, we offered him about 5 undercovers, Lance. yeah, we. I look, and like I said, both clubs had skin in the game either way. So
16-10 there for Lala.
he's 16, yeah, right.
So really, the home team has to agree to change. Would that be right, Jimmy?
Well, they both have to agree. Just a bit of a score update. Jay by Norris and his rinker picked a 4 up, Matty. So here we go. Here we go. 21-14 on that rink now. Back to single figures. The overall.
What's the overall now?
7.
Plenty of hands left.
Mm-hmm.
I tell you what, that result on the last end.
Well, it's huge.
It's massive now, isn't it?
We said it was pivotal at the time.
Yeah.
That amount of shots turnaround. What we'll do, it's looking likely we'll finish quickest on this rink. It's going to be a bit difficult to get across all the way to the Fern and Tatum rink. I don't know, you probably heard me say already that we're in the office, so we're not on the side of the green where we usually are, so I don't even know how much. I mean, I missed the setup, so I don't know how much cabling we got spare.
Well, maybe next door to Lala.
But that's what I'm thinking. I was about to say we're gonna.
He's on 17 hands.
Lala and Bester, if we can do that. We're struggling to get to the Fern Tatum rink far over, but only because I made us move the commentary booth to keep myself warm. As Razor goes,
1 down.
Lucky with that result there. Evening or afternoon, probably for you, Keith, over in Patong in Thailand. Feels like Patong in this office, mate. It's about 40 degrees in here.
It's beautiful.
It's better than being out there.
Yeah, he's calling him on the forehand here. Probably would have gone backhand, Jimmy.
Looks like Melbourne have picked up on the Fern Tatum rink. I can't see the scoreboard, but when I can, or when Ray Morrissey updates it, which he's doing now. Just a single, I think, to Ben Fern and his crew.
That would be Cactus, wouldn't it? Ben Fern?
Would be Cactus.
What's Nugget done?
That's another. Does create a smallish target. Yeah, it was just the one. 14-11 Ryan Tatum over there. Probably sensibly getting behind there gives them another option. They can get a little bit more aggressive.
That's the danger. That's definitely the danger.
This was what was happening earlier for Melbourne anyway, and for Deer Park, was Melbourne were not having too many balls behind their head, and Deer Park were able to control what was happening.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's only been 2 ends, and last end was fairly fortunate, but that pattern's coming back the other way. Cheers, Bondi. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're heading up to the Vic Open as well.
There's not a lot of support if he goes forehand at this.
Ryan Bester's getting high fives galore next door, mate.
Is he? Well, he's going forehand, but he's a bit narrow with weight onto that shot bowl. I tell you what. Oh, great bowl.
Kurt Hanley.
That is a ripper. I said there wasn't a lot of danger, and he's just played a bomb.
find a way of walking forward. Makes it difficult for Melbourne to get another in there now.
Mm.
All right, 8 the difference over all the way in Melbourne. 14 ends left to play. 3 apiece on this in the By Norris and Young rink. 4 apiece. Tate and Fern and the Bester low rink. The tunes are blaring out, Matty.
Yeah. Sinead O'Connor. One of your favourites, wouldn't it be, Jimmy?
Yeah. I'm a big fan of her when she did Conor McGregor's walkout once.
Oh,
for one of
really?
the UFC
Oh,
fights.
that would have been amazing.
The whole crowd, they turned every light off in the venue sort of thing, and she started singing off real slow. He come walking out with them big eyes of his that he comes charging out to a UFC fight. And I'm pretty sure it was the Dennis Seaver fight in Dublin.
That's what we want to see. Friday night bowls and tunes and crowds watching.
Get out of the way, Razor. You're the worst legs in bowls, and you're right in front of the camera.
Well, when they come here, it's going to be an end back to Melbourne.
Yeah, he sort of has a double look. Yeah, that's right. Kevy saying it was the foggy Jew she sang.
Really?
Yeah, it was cracking, that was.
Absolute draw he's looking for, really.
Tell
Tell you what, needs to run.
All right.
Wow.
He does.
Does he?
I think. Well, he's fired up. He's getting high five, so.
Oh, he has to.
So I reckon Sean Ingham's
What's he doing?
Did you say 3?
No. Can't be. It's 2, I think.
I reckon that's 3, Matty.
Really?
Yeah. Get Kurt as he gets to the toilet.
Oh, Jimmy's gone to have a toilet break. Must have been 3. Yep.
It was 3. Wow, wait.
I don't know where the 3rd was.
Nor do I. I'm still trying to work that out. I have to go back and watch it later. Yeah, Mark Bowles is back Friday night.
Yeah.
What a cracker. What a start.
And a good start by Spike too. He's had a good night, hasn't he, Jimmy? Oh, Spike.
The crab. He's had a cracker. Cheers, Fergo. Altona lead 49-35 after 55. So I'll tell you what's interesting, Matty, is they're playing on synthetic down at Mentone, so they tend to get slightly quicker when they're wet, the synthetics.
They do.
They started half an hour before us, and what end did you just say? They're on 55. The 16 ends behind us. So it shows you this slow pace of green.
Yep.
So a stack of rain in there.
Oh, that moved around.
Yeah, I know.
Still moving.
Doesn't get played too much in this direction.
Well, there's a lot of east-west that are a lot worse than this.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Yeah, it's actually been okay. We haven't had too many do weird things, and the players have found it quite well.
Yeah.
Jay by Norris picking another 3 up. Maddie. 7 shots in the last 2 ends for them guys, so turning
That's
the
big.
screw.
That's big.
Maddie Alol picking another one up next door, mate. So that's 17-10, sorry. It's Ryan best at. No, Olivia, this is grass, TIFF grass. The other game happening tonight in Premier League, Mentone Altona, he's on synthetic at Mentone, which is about, what, 20 minutes down the road, down the Nepean Highway. Ooh, Kurt sitting that Deer Park bowl down.
Yeah, he would have liked to have been a little bit higher and probably a mat through. This is what Nugget's going to do. He doesn't. No time on the mat at all, Jimmy.
Yeah. Finds a way to get close. Probably not the way he was trying to find. Kurt just wide.
Yeah, he was really looking for that bowl to come through.
This plus 1 more to go out on this rink. Oh, Matty.
Got the gap.
If you're a fan of close games in Deer Park, I've just picked another 3 up. Ryan Tainton, 17-11. Here we go.
This is game on.
Here we go. He's getting incredibly close again. 6 the difference now. It's probably as small as it's been for a while. 6.
What's Spurry done?
He likes it, but we can't.
He does.
Oh,
they all like it.
They get a big. Draws another in.
It's 2.
Definitely plenty of ends left there. Matty, this is going right to the wire, this one. This is, don't go anywhere. 10 ends, 6 the difference. It's almost a replica of the grand final from earlier in this year, last season. And we just knew this was going to happen tonight. We knew it was going to be a close game. It's like there's some guy that just plans all this.
Well,
it's unreal.
This is looking good.
Aaron Sheriff
Until
needs to
it
clear
hits
that. He wasn't happy with that at all. Just hope someone's put the 50 cents in the light meter and we can get through that. The light's coming off at some stage. It's my only concern when we shoot him with a night time.
Well, they had to bring more lights in tonight, didn't they?
Yeah, I made them. Said they're going to send me the invoice. Ooh.
He's high.
Nah, he's going out for cover right
Is
right
he?
at the back, yeah. Right on that back corner.
Yep.
Probably just gets in the shot. Yep, that's where there are a few down. Jack goes all the way back. He's probably short of where he wanted to go. So this is a massive moment,
Okay.
Matty.
So he's playing backhand with Wayne?
Even
Siri
Siri wants
to give us
involved.
advice?
Siri wants to get involved on my phone.
He has to with that last bowl being in the way.
I think he's, yeah. Here he goes. Big, big, big moment.
Well, you can't say it.
I know, Brad. Oh, it takes 1 out. It's okay. That's the 1 to Melbourne. back up the 3 they picked up the previous end. It's 21-19 now in this rink. 17-11 Tate and Fern. 21-17 Bryce Young, J. by Norris. Matty Lowell
17-10.
up over Ryan Bester. So 7 the difference.
Here comes.
Ryan Bester throws his
No,
hands in the
doesn't
air
like
next
it.
door. Let's see what happens there. That's 1, 2 coming out for Melbourne. Probably be all they get there. 3. I reckon
3.
that signal from Alex Skilton was. So Matty Lowell in his rink pick up a 3.
Oh, that's big.
Melbourne swings back in their favour now, Matty.
Yep.
So they're 10 in front with 8 left to go overall. I can see high fives are plenty on the Ben Fern rink for Melbourne as well. Looks like Phelpsy. Nathan Murray's played one over there. We'll get back to this rink now. As Tommy Hicks needs to match at least this one of Jared Boyd's. There's work to do for Deer Park now. Got to get 11 shots back in less ends. Right. Looking at Adair. For Melbourne. It's a fairly good home from him.
Yeah, it's good.
Can Chris just drop here? He can't.
Well,
Yeah, you're right, Sachi. He's bowled real well as Spog. I'm sure you and him, if you come up against each other, have a ripping battle.
yeah, he's done his job.
More importantly, don't forget I tipped Melbourne and JT tipped Deer Park, so I'll probably lead right from the front this year by the looks of it so far, mate.
Don't get ahead of yourself. How'd you go in the footy tipping?
It's not my sport, mate.
Yeah, okay.
It's egg chasers.
How did Melbourne go?
About the same as Collingwood.
Oh, we got closer than you.
Did you come away with nothing?
Yeah.
Or did you get a participation award for going one deeper?
We got respect.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And when was the last time you won it?
It's been a while.
Melbourne won it in the first year I supported them, so...
Yeah, that's why you were supporting them. We all know that. Jump on the bandwagon.
No, I was there the year before.
Yeah, sure you were.
Tommy, someone keeps popping the Mentone, Dave Ferguson keeps popping the Altona Mentone scores in, so...
Well, if we go to live scoring, Jimmy, we can all jump in and have a look.
Well, if you'd have pulled your finger
Yeah,
out, I
I
would have been
know.
there tonight, mate. You've been working so hard the last few weeks as well. So
Bowls Link. I've been dreaming about Bowls Link.
Kurt going to an exceptionally good
Yeah,
home
great
there
bowl.
for Melbourne.
Worthy of a replay there.
Yeah, it's just exactly where.
Yeah.
Like, if you could have
Yeah.
walked down and put that bowl somewhere, it's where you're putting it. Shorningham goes under.
He's not happy with it.
Look all good my end, Bob. I'm sure someone else will back you up if we've lost sound, but everything looks okay from ours. Alright, Brett Spur. Just trying to get to the bowl and Jack first. Hold it.
He's a bit high.
That's another one. This is a tune as well.
Really needs a trail of this track, Jack, doesn't he?
This is it for Deer Park, really. Like, they're really needing ends to go their way now.
That was the weight. Yeah, good call, Curtis.
What do you say?
They need to protect here.
It's almost home if they can hold a couple here. I'm not saying they are there because anything can happen in bowls, but
yep.
It's like a big step towards taking the win if they can just hold here, but anything can happen. Aaron Sheriff has got a bowl in his hand.
Good bowl, Sperry. Asking him to go through.
Really?
Yep.
Having a chat about it. He's coming down having a look. He's Aaron Sheriff. Wants another... wants to be real certain of the shot he's going to play. What happened in that Bryce Young, J. Boy Norris rink there? Because something happened. Ryan Taten's picked one up for Deer Park. He's 18-11 now after 19. Trying to see the scoreboard in the Boy Norris Young. I can see Boy Norris spotting the jack. Just the one to Deer Park, 21-18, Matty. So they picked up 8 shots in the last 3 ends on that rink, Deer
Jeez,
Park.
they're doing well. Well,
this is massive.
He wants to get this back for 3.
Here he goes. How'd he go? Hang.
Got to be close.
Needs to hang.
Got it.
Jack, where's it going? Oh, no, he took his own out with the rebound. There are heads in hands everywhere. Oh, look at this replay. He managed to just stun his own out there.
That's bowls.
2 or 3
that
to
is
Melbourne.
Bowls.
Two to Melbourne. Wow-wee. So, Brett Spur and his crew, Curtis Hanley, Ray McKay and Jared Boyd take this rink 23-19. We're 10 up with 5 to play. By the time we move the cameras next door, it'll be the end of that end. So what we'll do is try and get Brad to zoom in from the middle cameras to the Matty Lowell game and Ryan Bester next door. So stay with us if you want to go to the conclusion of this overall. It's Brad. Keep going, Brad. Keep going, Brad. Keep going. Oh no, sorry, we've gone too far. Where 5 is. But we're coming down this way. It's Ryan Bester coming down the other way. So we'll call you through the last end.
Well, the way Matty's
this and one more.
Standing there with his team, they're holding here.
Yeah, a few comments, a harsh result. I agree. Just kissed his bowl on the way out. Then really,
that's bowls, Jimmy.
I mean, look, it just it's unlucky. So 10 with 5. Yeah, 5. But he's coming this way at us.
Doesn't like it, Matty Lowell.
He loves a grimace.
Does he?
Yeah, loves a grimace.
Oh, he's giving it a real grimace.
He's like the grimace from what do you call it? McDonald's, whatever.
Sid, I think they call him.
Yeah, Sid. Sensational, Pat. It's just to watch them all. Now you get to watch Ryan Bester.
Yep.
Here he comes, getting his bowl from Matty.
Put the jack through the window.
Yeah, I'm a bit scared for the clubhouse. Oh, what's he got? Because I think that's
Matty.
Oh, dead end. We'll get a free one on out. An extra end over out.
Kane.
See what happens on the other rinks as well.
I reckon Simon Cannington's holding 2 on their rink.
Yeah, awesome. So we come down to the last 5 ends overall here. Melbourne with a 10-shot lead. So there's a lot of work to do if you're of the Deer Park persuasion. Jack Wilson just overcooking that one slightly. So this front end for Melbourne in this rink, we've got Jack Wilson leading, and the second is Sean Ingram. My Ingrams and Ingrams are all.
Yeah. Fluffy.
Yep, best mates them two. Play represent the state for indoor bowls or indoor bars bowls, whatever you want to call it.
All right, the carpet bowls.
Sensational players, the pair of them. Fluffy actually was a travelling reserve for Australia just before COVID,
right,
for indoor. And the front end for Deer Park is that Andrew Forster, who, to be honest, I don't know a lot about. I've actually never seen Andrew play as he trains the Jack there. And someone I know, or I've watched a lot of playing in the last 18 months, Larry Donoghue, terrific player. Played in the Deer Park VBL side, just a fantastic front-end player. And then the back end's Alex Skelton, who I played 4 games in this side for Melbourne last year, and he, honestly, mate, was one of the best performances across 4 games I've ever seen. Alex Skelton was that good. Yeah, there you go, Tanner, you're right. Bryce also did. And Cactus did Cactus as well. Benny Fernie, he's a pretty handy indoor bowler himself. And then Matty Lowell skipping, and James Pearce, Snorkel, is Ryan Bester's third. Best nickname in lawn bowl, Snorkel.
That's a great nickname.
And, of course, Ryan Bester is the skip. It's Larry Donoghue's playing, I'm sure. Yep. Good work, Brad. Just bringing up the rink. So we've moved over now on the Lowell Bester rink. Just going through there. We might not get all the ends in here because it might be game over pretty soon, but it equally could be an absolute ripper of a finish if Deer Park pick a couple of ends up in a row here. Still plenty of work to do for Melbourne. See Colin Gorman, the manager, in the background there with his cowboy hat on and his suit. I don't know how he's got a Bowls Victoria jacket. I reckon he's just stole a badge off us and sewn it on. And he's literally nicked a badge off us and just sewed it on in his spare time. You seen his belt buckle, Colin Gorman's? Big Melbourne Demon. Brad gets a cracking shot of the flagpole there. Last year's Premier flag flying next to the one before for Melbourne. Reminder, they are back-to-back champions, going for 3 in a row here, going for the 3-peat.
Very hard to see what's going on in the head.
That's a great question, that. Tanner, who'd we go for best and fairest if we were picking it for the end of the season for the league now? Maddie, who'd you go for? Yeah, I know. You ain't got a clue. Your brain's just fried thinking about that.
I didn't even know what you asked.
Well, you look at...
Oh,
I think the 4 top skips from last year, and I could be wrong, and someone will go and prove me wrong, because I'll go back and look at Bowls Link and find the top 4 skips. So you've got to start with their rinks, you would think. I'm not necessarily saying the skip should win it, but someone from their rink would win it. And I'm pretty sure...
well, do you do voting here in your rinks?
Yes, we do at Melbourne.
Yep. So looking at the Spur rink tonight...
But we're talking about the over... Well, yeah. All right, let's go that way first.
Yeah. I think Spike's got to be up there.
Yeah, it'd be tough voting on that tonight.
Yeah.
Alex-
Spurry had some really important backhand bowls, and Razor was backing up Spike quite well.
So I know... Oh, it's a top bowl by Alex Skelton. So I know for Melbourne last year, Phelpsy Nathan Murray won best and fairest for Melbourne. Which is weird, and it goes against what I was just saying, because he was in Ben Fern's rink, which probably was one of the weaker performing rinks from memory. As Bryce Young wins the end against J. Bar Norris, Ray McKay's massive head's just got in the way. That'll be a 2 to Bryce Young. So 23-18, he'll take that rink, Matty. Does that almost...
Good effort.
I think if Melbourne win this end or one on the Ben Fern rink, could be curtains for Deer Park. I've put that on the wrong rink. Having a great time of things there.
Oh, it's a good bowl.
I don't know. It's tough to pick, Tanner. Could be anyone. There's about 40 players that could win that award. If I'm sticking my neck out now. Oh, Ryan Bester. You imagine one of these 2 teams plus Bandora and Yarraville will go deep. You can't back against someone like Pidge for Yarraville. He's been in terrific form lately. Just think one of the Nationals triples. I don't know. Dean O'Neill, someone like him, he could go hard as well. Top player. It's got to be a team that'll make finals, you feel. So for me, they're the 4 that are making the finals this year. Altona, a possibility of gate crashing that. So are Clayton, actually, now I think about it. Picked up Blake Nairn from WA and a couple of other handy local bowlers. Picked up half the morning to Peninsula. He's annexed the Peninsula as Ali Forsyth. He's claimed it as his own, just taking all the players and they're now playing for Clayton. Oh, Ryan Bester, he had a whack with his last one. When he holds it up like that, it normally means he's going.
Whack.
And he goes whack. Chapel Street, watch out. He misses. See how many that'll be.
Well, they've taken 1 out, measuring for 2.
Oh, yeah, Ali Forsyth's such I didn't even think of him somehow. I don't know what that was because there's a crowd of people in front of us now. Wait for the scoreboard to go. Larry Donahue will update it.
It's 2.
2 to Muddy Low. So 14 with 3 ends. Could be curtains if Benny Fern picks up a 3. Yeah, I saw that, Alan. He lost on percentage or like a 0.1% from getting through to the gold medal match, thought. But glad he picked up the bronze as a bit of a consolation. For him and for Victoria. I can't see what Ryan Tainton's done on his rink, but he's played his last bowl. It's kind of round the corner from where we're sitting, but I can't even see the head, so no idea what's happening over there.
Good start by Fluffy.
That's Jack.
Sorry, Jack.
Something's happened on the Ben Fern rink. Nathan Murray seems happy, so I think Melbourne have... Well, no, Ben Fern's thrown the map, though, so anything could happen now.
No, he's thrown the map.
I know, but it's 1 to Melbourne. It's 18.
No, he's thrown it and they got it.
It's 18-12. Are we done, Matty? Are we done?
We're pretty close.
15, 3 to play. Right, 2 to play even. Surely.
Well, good teams. They shut it down from here, Jimmy.
Mate, I think a bad team shuts it down from here. defending 15 or 16 with 2 ends to go. Mate, even 8 of you in 2 rigs could defend this.
Oh,
That is your Mario comment for the night.
thank you.
Good teams defend 15 with 2 ends to go. Wow.
It's getting late, Jimmy.
Oh, you were
It
due.
is getting late.
You actually done well to last to 10 past 10 to
I'm normally in bed by this
not
time.
put a stonker down.
Oh, good bowl. I don't like this commentating from the side, Jimmy. It's getting to me.
Mate, we'd be sitting out there freezing right now.
Oh, great move being in the manager's
Oh, so you
room.
want me to move the office outside? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah. Let's keep the 4 walls around. So we've moved the cameras over. Last couple of ends here. Melbourne defending 15. Looking like they're going to take 3 of the 4 rinks as well, mate. So it's a massive victory to start the
it's a great
season.
effort.
Statement win for the D's.
Yep.
I don't even know who they play next week, actually. Let's have a look. See where these 2 teams go next week. Oh, I do know. Melbourne are away at Altona. Later start, 3 p.m. on the Saturday. So, big game for Melbourne there. Altona are a very good side, especially when they have Dave Ferguson, Ben Twist, Nick Cahill coming down. Very good at home, playing a very quick deck. So we spoke about Melbourne being prepared for this slower deck tonight. Played a lot on the slower green. They'll have to go to a rain permitting a pretty slick Altona track. So an adjustment to be made for them. Deer Park have a home game, local derby against Yarraville Footscray. Yarraville will see that as a scalp they can get, especially after a performance like tonight, where they probably haven't been at all cylinders, Deer Park. So big week next up for them. The Doggies are my tip for the 4 this year. I think they'll sneak it in. I think they've recruited pretty sanely and had a good base to build from. So 2 terrific games. And don't forget, we'll be live next Friday night, 7 p.m. as well. The new side in Richmond Union, the Tigers. Your good mates from down there with a bit of a local game against MCC.
It is the local bash.
And for those who missed it earlier, Barry Lester lining up for the Tigers as well, late inclusion. So it'll be great. It's just great to see. I know Tony, he's probably listening at home. He's going to give me a pat on the back for this. It's just great to see a Victorian returning home to play in Victorian Pennant.
It's great to see Premier League on a Friday night.
And you can hang your hat on it. You know it's coming
Yep.
pretty much every Friday till Christmas. Bit of a break for Vic Open, but
It's great to see, fly-ins and people want to play our highest level.
Yeah, that's right. So Melbourne just need not to drop an 8 and an 8, and they'll take this one. We'll probably not go over to the final bowls of the Ben Fern, Ryan Tainton rink, but we're at the skips bowls here for Matty Lol and Ryan Bester. Looks like Deer Parker holding. Matty Lol trying to change that. Last bowl for Matty.
He's running at it. Oh.
Oh, he gets it back to Jack Wilson. He somehow turns that into 2 shots for Melbourne. And the overall game's on the line for their own best they're out. Can't get his rink. And a tough return for him to Victoria and Pennant. Been a few years since he's played down here. Used to play here at Melbourne, I think, as well. He's played here, he's played at Clayton.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And he goes,
oh, he's running.
Misses. That'll be 2 to Matty Alol, 24-10. His rink will take that, and that'll do us, I reckon, Matty. It's
I think that's it.
been a top night. Thanks for jumping in and helping out, mate.
You're welcome.
Hope Laura doesn't give you too much of a hard time.
She'll be giving me grief.
Thanks for joining in, everyone. Been an absolute cracker. Reminder, we're back next Friday, live from Richmond Union. They take on the MCC, 7 p.m. start. Don't forget, if you've missed out, join the tipping competition. You'll find on our Bowls Victoria Facebook page, scroll a post or 2 down, you'll see a link to do that. You're obviously going to be a game or 2 games behind because Altona and Mentone is happening tonight as well. But if you like JT, you're behind me anyway because I'll tip Melbourne, he's tipped their bark. I'm already 1 in front.
Oh, I'm 2 behind already.
Yeah, you're going to be 2 behind. So, yet again, I'm back out in front in the tipping competition.
It's all about you, Jimmy.
Thanks to Moama Bowls Club who helped bring us this stream on BVTV Game Day. We'll catch you all next week. Have a good weekend.
Yeah,
Enjoy the bowls if you can play.